Oh, say, can you see the light? What's the problem with shouldn't have turned down those cue cards. Oh.
Welcome back to the United States of Australia. I am the Aussie guy. And after what happened last week, there's no time for fucking around. I got a lot of clips. So, firstly, joining us, well, my friend and yours is not here. Just Josh is doing a side gig for the Mafia. So just Josh is not here. But our Northeast connection is NJ Ranger. Welcome, brother.
What's up, bro? How are you?
Good. I'm looking forward to some of the stuff we got tonight, and it was late fruit that came in. It was only probably 4 hours ago, I was sitting there going, I got fuck all clips. Like, I really need something. And then something happened. And then I went, I got a lot of clips again. Fuck.
You got some late Eckel pineapple, if you will, as it were.
Yes, indeed. I see what you did there.
Thank you very much.
I see what you did there. And back after a lazy week. Everybody's favorite. You've all been waiting for him. Let's bring him in.
I do my hair talk, check my nails. Baby, how you feeling?
I feel like shit.
Hair talk, check my nails. Baby, how you feeling?
I feel like shit.
Baby, how you feeling?
I feel like shit. You muted. You muted. You muted. What? Do you turn your ears off as well when you start talking? Every time you're muted, I have to tell you 4 times that you're muted.
Well, it's a good question.
We have fun.
Yeah, sort of. I mean, yeah, I guess.
Do you know what's funny? With all Aaron Imhole, Gino Bisconti, Kiki, all talking about how angry we are in the Dabbleverse, the only time I ever really get angry is with fucking Robbie. You're unbelievable. And speaking of your little, or not speaking of, but your little jingle, obviously it says, I feel like shit. Do you want to tell everyone what was the first thing we were talking about when you joined?
That I can't hear out of my left ear, and it's been infected since Wednesday night.
So, what is it?
So maybe that's why I couldn't hear you screaming at me.
Yeah, maybe.
Your mic is muted, see?
I've forgotten the name in the YouTube comments. Isabel. Watched the Prognosis Negative with Dr. Steve from a year and a half ago.
God,
and,
that feels a long time ago.
Yeah, and she said I used to get ear infections and then got them cleaned out, blah, blah, blah. And I said, oh, thanks for watching the old stuff. And she didn't realize that it was old stuff. She just saw the video there. But anyway, my point was to her, I assume you're not morbidly obese like our boy Robbie. And she confirmed that she's not morbidly obese. So that might be why her ears are fixed now and yours not so much. What do you think?
What do you want me to say to that? Seriously?
Aaron's boring, and April adds nothing. It's gonna be great. We're scripting this morning. Come on. It's time for Movie and the Scrimp. It's time for Movie and the Scrimp. It's gonna be mediocre as fuck. It's time for Movie and the Scrimp.
Johnny Arcade, one of your biggest supporters.
That's hurtful.
You know, never mind. Fire him. He's just joshing you.
Look how quickly they turn on you. It goes from, I sure hope Robbie's here, to fuck him. You know?
That's the Dabbleverse, dude. We're gonna hear some people explain the Dabbleverse to us tonight. Well, one person in particular, but you know, so you'll learn a lot of angry people.
I would say the Mountain Militia likes to eat its own too, though.
That's true.
Maybe not. I've only gotten death threats from people outside of the Dabbleverse, so
oh,
maybe the Dabbleverse isn't that bad. And when I say death threats, it's only been one, and it was legit. So yeah.
Oh, I remember that one. Yeah.
Yeah, that was the one where I almost had to call the cops. Yeah, that one was.
Yeah, that one was pretty legit.
Iffy.
Yeah.
All over this podcast, by the way. This
It
is
was.
the
Well, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
We'll have to tell that story someday. It'd be good filler.
There is a podcast feed out there, Malatown. Well, no, it's the United States of Australia podcast feed. It no longer gets updated, but it's got all the original Malatown episodes.
And just think, we had 7 followers or 7 listeners back then, and one of those 7 wanted to kill me.
Yeah. It was pretty good, and he was a truck driver that drove all over the country.
He was
so
in Oregon,
it was a legit.
He was like, "Where are you, man? Let's stack up." I'm like, "What the fuck is going on?"
Yeah, legit threat. Threat.
Don't piss off long distance truck drivers because they will actually end up in your state at some point.
Yeah, that's why we keep Cupcake on side.
What? Oh,
it's all right. NJ got it.
I didn't know if that was slang for a gun, a Dabbleverse person, or you're just saying I like cupcakes, which I don't, but it would be a safe assumption.
All right, fair enough. Yep. I didn't think of that factor. You would assume I'm making some sort of a fat joke. Yeah. Tremendous. So I don't want to say Aaron's bored me this week because it's not that. It's the fact that like it's been thrashed. Like the main things have been thrashed. And for those of you that haven't checked it out after the show, go check out Aussie Guy Clips, AGC 6, controlling co-hosts. That was kind of my addressing of Aaron talking about the pretty antisocial split, etc. I have a lot of fun with that. And then in the process of pulling those clips, I've got some old school Aaron clips that have brought to the table again, because I do enjoy going back, and a lot of people don't know some of these stories from like early 2023 and stuff like that. And there's an opportunity to shed some light on how manic, I guess, he's been getting for a long time, like well before all this Ricada nonsense and everything. But before we move on, Robbie, I know you did your best to actually keep up with some stuff this week, and I know you love the Pretty Antisocial girls. So what's your thoughts on the Pretty Antisocial breakup and the fallout?
I guess I don't know. It made us think, what would it cost? My first reaction was sadness, and then what would it take for us, the two of us, to break up? And I couldn't come up with something because there's been so many things that could have caused this over the years that didn't. That I, knock on wood, I think this is going to last for a while. So
the amount of shit you've taken from me, I don't imagine you're ever quitting.
I almost DM'd you that, and then as like just a funny random thing, and I was like, that's really jinxing it, because like at the time I almost DM'd you that. This is a random tangent. I was watching this documentary on Netflix about how they hunted bin Laden, and they were joking around, what's the worst thing that could happen on our mission? And one guy goes, well, our helicopter could crash on top of his building. And that's literally what happened with one of the helicopters during the mission. I was like, I'm just going to save that DM for later.
Yeah, the old...
I don't want to manifest it. Is that what the kids
are saying? Yeah, I was going to say, what do the Instagram whores say?
Exactly. I don't want to be an Instagram whore. I just want to be with one for once, but
All right, Instagram whores, if you're out there, Robbie is interested. Get in touch.
Just riffing, as they say.
Did you have any other thoughts other than immediately thinking about yourself and our relationship?
I mean, I guess they got like doxxed. I don't know. I didn't really.
They definitely got doxxed on Kiwi Farms.
Yeah, I'm not saying they didn't. I'm just saying I didn't see what doxing took place. I heard a lot of racist terms for having babies with multiple husbands. I wasn't going to say it, but you did. So I guess that was part of the reason they broke up, was the doxing that then led to that. But I don't know if there's other stuff behind the scenes.
That's what people are saying. I don't think the mudshot thing has anything to do with it.
Yeah, I don't want to gossip.
True or not, who gives a shit? You know what I mean? But I can certainly.
It's wavy. People go back and forth on like social norms. It goes really high in countries sometimes, and then goes low and goes back and forth. But I didn't think we were there either way, whatever spectrum you are, where that was like a disqualifying factor. But apparently, some people
one of those
very
people
upset about that.
it's one of those things people will make fun of, and sure,
But they don't truly care.
I don't think anyone really fucking gives a shit.
Yeah.
They'll make their judgments. Of
Yeah,
course,
yeah,
they'll
that's
make
true.
their judgments, but if you're comfortable in your own skin, that shouldn't matter a fuck. But I can see the doxing with someone that's got kids.
Yeah.
I can see that being a
There's not
concern
much you can
for
dox
sure.
me, though. Now that's but yeah, I see what you're saying.
So I could see that being a factor, and of course, I'm pretty sure Jackie probably was short of time. And then you throw in the doxing. It's like, is this really
It's like,
worth it?
Yeah.
You know, she sums it up like, but whatever. I don't give a fuck why Jackie quit. Jackie quit. Big deal. Who gives a shit? Haley's got to deal with it, and Haley's tough, and she's moving on. It's the victory laps, and that's why this episode is titled "Victory
Can I
Lap."
say something quick on that too?
Yeah.
I know I've yeah, like the toe acting like I saw just tweets in the For You feed coming through about him acting like he was the reason they broke up, and I'm sure there was other people in the Dabbleverse that everyone has haters, so I'm sure there's other people like, this is because of me. This is because of like crazy people doxing, and probably a mixture of I bet you Jackie was already thinking like before this happened, like, man, time is getting stretched for me, and this may have been the straw that broke the camel's back anyway, where she bowed out, and so for the toe to think him just being his cheesy loser self is the reason they broke up is kind of pathetic. So
Another I didn't cover the Charlie Kirk thing last week with the toe. I said I'm not going to bite. Like, this is
Yeah.
obvious that he's trying to wind people up.
Because I would have got like mad enough to tweet something that could get my account messed up at him. To make that about you, like shout out Candace Owens, that's like just such a piece of shit move. Like, no matter what you think of a person, to like on the lowest level for someone to quit a show, or on the worst level to get shot, to make it somehow about you, it's just wild behavior that I can't really even put myself in the mindset to be like, what does it take for someone to do that? So
Yeah, and again, there's certain stuff that sticks out to me that I'm like, he's leaning way more into this than people are giving him credit for. He's trying to wind people up, get people angry. Fucking dog's barking, Jesus Christ. I'm gonna have to mute and tell the dog to shut up. Hang on.
make sure someone's not robbing you.
He's a
Mean
student.
Streets of Perth.
He's a student in the Bob Levy School of Broadcast. Hey, shut up! Hey, dog over there, shut up!
It's fucking annoying. It's bloody 9:45 at night on a Sunday
Yeah,
night.
see, your dog barks, you find it angry. If I had a dog and it's barking in my area, I say, what's going on, and then start eyeing the shotgun. And
I can hear what she's barking at. She's barking at the dog next door at the fence.
Oh, well, then that would be pretty annoying.
That's why it's fucking annoying.
People
Anyway,
in my area, they hear animals barking, like, is an earthquake coming? Like, apparently that's like a old wives' tale that animals freak out before an earthquake, and people are so paranoid in this area, or not paranoid, just that would be the way we would all meet our demise in the Pacific Northwest, is a giant earthquake, and so people will legitimately get antsy if there's barking on a block.
all right, I do need to finish my point, but first of all,
Yeah, sorry.
Diesel, the Rottweiler, has gifted one United States of Australia membership. Thank you very much. We appreciate it. And I'm throwing to NJ in a second. I was wrapping up my point, and then the dog fucking distracted me. My point was, I felt there was that again this week with the pretty antisocial breakup. Aaron doesn't believe that it's because of him.
You really don't think he's that delusional?
Well, no.
at this
So
point?
I think he believes a little bit, but not as much as he was carrying on.
Okay.
And I've talked before about when Aaron gets into comedy riffing mode. Not a lot of people see it, but I've watched some of his news segments where he's riffing and he's feeling himself and having a good time. And he was riffing in that pretty antisocial bit. That was comedy Aaron, which is what made it so great for my clip. Again, check it out later. The controlling co-host. It was so overly smug and all of that I was like, oh, this is perfect for a clip, but I'm not wasting my time analyzing it on the show because this is fucking hammed up to the max. But NJ, thoughts on the pretty antisocial breakup and then the overall Aaron's fucking milking of it?
I mean, okay. First of all, I think that it's an example of when people downplay the role that AI is going to play in the future. It's like, okay, now even these use cases, AI is coming up. When it comes to Aaron, and you tend to think that this is more him putting on an act. I agree with that. It makes me wonder whether the little butterfly actually thinks that it caused the hurricane. Like,
Yeah.
could you? I tend to not think that butterflies have that kind of like self-aggrandizement. Like whether the little flap of the wings did cause something or not, I don't think that they would take credit for it.
No.
And that's a departure for Aaron. And yeah, to your point about Aaron when he starts riffing, that as an avid Ray DeVito watcher, you'll see in chat when Ray, because it's very transparent, even more so than Aaron, if you can believe that. It's like, oh, riff incoming, like get ready. And Aaron, when he's on, especially in that kind of mood, like you said, it's a smug only rivaled by Bill Maher. Like he thinks that he's Bill Maher. New rule, okay? Don't do commentary shows on me.
That's
like
That's a good Bill Maher.
Thank you very much.
I will give one thing to Bill Maher, like literally twice a month, not 3 times a month, not 1 time a month, not 5 times a month. Twice a month, they'll pop up on my feed, and I'll be like, I agree with that. And then 28 other times they'll pop up on my feed. I'm like, what a fucking moron.
Exactly
so
right.
it's remarkable his hit rate with me as a right of center person.
April Anderson said Haley is lying. Send Jackie the link. I don't
I'm
think.
sure that's April Anderson.
Yeah. And then Haley, don't bite. But then April says, "Go fuck yourself, Haley." So
Maybe it's the
not
toe. That would be
not-
some. That would be quite. No one would ever think the toe would make an alias off his ex, but you know.
Aaron says some things. He said some things lately that I'm like, it feels like he saw my show or our show. Sorry,
I
Robbie.
wouldn't be surprised at this point. Like back in the day, even when you first the boxing where he called you rap piece, I wouldn't be surprised if you'd never heard of us at that point. But I wouldn't be, not to toot our own horn. I could see something we said blowing back into his For You feed at some point.
It's just mainly because I try very hard to do different to what everyone else is doing.
Well, maybe you just called me a cunt, so maybe it is.
No, he's talking about Haley.
Oh, well, now I
Fat
feel
red
disappointed.
guns.
Why can't someone call me? Besides Ozzy, you should see the DMs I get. It's so hateful.
Anyway, jeez, off on a tangent, making me forget my point. Anyway, do we want to get to a clip?
No, you
What?
were saying the toe had seen your stuff.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Because I try very hard to sort of cover stuff that's different to everybody else, and then he'll address something on his show, I'd be like, did someone else cover that? Because I feel like I'm the only person that was discussing that. So, yeah, just every now and then I hear something, I go, I wonder if he is actually checking it out from time to time. Anyway, the clips I'm going with today, a couple of things I wanted to zoom in on. One thing I wanted to zoom in on that I used in the clip, but edited this clip down a fair bit. When you put clips inside of an overall clip, you keep saying clip, and it sounds weird. But anyway, this is the dressing down of Corey Adam, which in the controlling co-hosts, Aaron is pointing out how Corey let him down. And I remember this very well. This was early on in Patrick Melton covering Still Keeping You Awake, Robbie, am I?
I can't yawn at 6:50 in the morning. Is that a crime?
If you're gonna yawn on the show, I'm gonna fucking call it out.
Well, that's crazy because I yawn about 10 times per show, and you've never called it out before. Only Echo the asshole pineapple.
I've called it out every time I see you yawn, Robbie. But anyway,
then I'm legitimately deaf because that's the first time I can ever remember you calling it out.
jeez, I'm gonna have to do an Aussie guy clips of all the times I've called you out for yawning.
When I coughed up all over myself, and I thought I had muted my mic but I just muted the screen. Remember that?
Yeah, that was hilarious.
That was the dumbest thing I've ever done.
You turned your camera off to sneeze, and you sneezed into the mic. Yeah, that was great.
Yeah. I still feel stupid
Anyway.
when I think about it.
Anyway, this was early on in Patrick Melton covering Steel Toe, and I vividly remember it. And yeah, I wanted to. This is one finding it. I'm like, we could talk about some stuff on this clip.
Oh, get in
Oops,
touch
hang
with
on.
me and all this really like weird obsessive shit.
So that's the tail end of the clip where he says women really cop heat in the streaming world, and people go after them out of sexual frustration. And you know, when someone's good at it, a woman's good at it, it's all just criticism and anger, and it's all just fucking sexually frustrated men. And then he proceeded to go after Haley this week, which is funny about that. But he says all that, I think, to say, you know, I give April a pass with this stuff, but Corey, you're a grown-ass adult man. Let's talk about this.
Corey then started playing into them, and unbeknownst to me was taking super chat money and doing little gimmicks and doing little things and dropping little references. It was
very, very funny. So what happened, Patrick Melton was stream sniping Steel Toe pretty much every day at the time, every show. And he had a feeling that co-hosts were watching his snipe. And so Patrick started putting messages on the screen to try and see if Corey was seeing these messages. Robbie just turned his camera off to yawn. Good job. Probably want to mute your mic as well because I heard the. Anyway. And yes, it was clear that Corey was watching NLO. NLO said, I'll give you half the super chats today if you drop in a reference to McMuffins, eggy muffin or eggy trash, or there was all these different references, or wiggle your eyebrows, or, you know, just lots of silly little shit like that, which is completely fucking harmless.
I didn't know about it. If I would have known about it, if I would have been told about it privately, I would have said, fuck no, absolutely not. That's fucking bullshit.
You didn't know about it, so why is it a problem? That's what's wild to me about this. I didn't know about it. It wasn't until someone told me. It's like, so it's innocent, harmless fun, and Corey made some money out of it. Like, shouldn't that be the attitude?
Isn't that the point? Isn't there kind of an observer effect thing where if Aaron was in, well, then it's a big work between all you guys. But Corey being in on it, also, Robbie, just so you know, look at Corey Adam right now. Next time you ever denigrate yourself for the way that you look,
Yeah.
I just want you to remember
said
that.
And I was like, I hope someone else says that.
I got you, bro. Because Jesus Christ, look at this guy, world's largest and hairiest baby over here. Jesus Christ.
Do you know what? I think the following, because this isn't his last episode, but he does a couple more weeks and he shaves, like, and just leaves the mustache like the next week.
No. That is not something a fat person.
Somehow worse.
Bad move. The lovely Kim Nicholson is hitting us with $2 saying, Robbie, 41-7. I'm so sorry for your loss.
Football war crime. Oh my God.
The old Beavs struggling this year, are they, Robbie?
Is 0-3 and scoring like 20 points in 3 games combined struggling?
Sounds like a bit of a struggle. Yeah.
It's a struggle. Yeah. We have baseball though. That's like, man, we should just burn the entire athletic department and just be like, play baseball.
The great Travis Bazzana. All right.
Well, no, I mean, we're good at baseball. The rest.
No, I'm making an Australian athlete reference.
Yeah.
You know?
He would have got called up and you would have a jersey by now, but he strained his flank, whatever the fuck that is. I don't know. I saw a headline saying strained flank out for the year, and I don't know what a flank is.
Yeah, I don't know. Don't know what that means.
No, me neither.
Sage Retard KF, let me know about it.
I love how he tries to, can I pause? I love how he tries to say something serious right after saying that guy's username. It's hard. Yeah. It's just too funny. It's like we have reports from this,
Best chat names in the business. I'll give him that. When Aaron says he's the best in the business, his chatters have the best names in the business. It's so great.
And I know Corey wasn't happy that Sage did that. He kind of yelled at Sage a little bit. I was happy that I knew about it because it really did make me look like a fucking idiot.
So that's what it's about. That's what it all comes down to. It made Aaron look like a fucking idiot. It actually did no harm to him at all. You could probably look at it and say your comedian friend did some very good subtle work with his improv, and perhaps give him credit for not making a mockery of your show, but actually letting it go through seamlessly. That could be an attitude you could take on the situation. Painkiller, a great Painkiller, who has been. He loves hypocrite montage, always says it, and has been appreciating the clips lately. Painkiller, thank you for the $5. My Sunday morning offering to the Aussie guy. G'day, mate. Thanks for your efforts. Thank you, Painkiller. And Kim Nicholson, did I say thank you properly? I know I called you lovely, but thank you, Kim Nicholson, for your $2 before. I was very eager to get to Robbie being upset about his beeves, and so I may have neglected the thank you. Sorry, did anyone want to add before I press play?
No, I'm just thinking about the beeves on like a rabbit or like
thanks, Kim.
The animal on one of those wheels.
Yeah, hamster
only
wheel.
It's just like me running and seeing a nuclear bomb go off, and then running and seeing a nuclear. It's bad.
Yeah, I was gonna say that the classic steel toe, the rare moment where Corey Fathom is funny, and he's getting taken to task for it. You can't make this up, bro. You can't.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing about Aaron, and this is why he can't find co-hosts, because he can't have a co-host that's funnier than him or more interesting than him, which makes it really hard to find people to carry a show that aren't funnier than him and more interesting than him. So it's a tough one. Young Old Vibes also hitting us with a super chat. Thanks for the $4.99. Robbie, do you pick shit teams on? Oh shit! I assume you meant shit teams on purpose, or do you have an unnatural allegiance to losers?
Definitely the latter. If you want to call the Mariners good, not really. Yeah, Anaheim Ducks, Atlanta Falcons, Beavers, and Mariners. All teams that on average are some of the most dog shit of sport you can watch.
Very good.
Yeah, I don't even know how I like sports. Well, I like sports and I don't play sports, obviously, so there is that.
So you're starting to cover, you know what I mean? You're starting to realize what you're saying, and you're not allowing us to get our zingers in.
You just wanted to be hypocritical and just leave it at that so that you can insult me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Much.
It upset me very much. I took it very personally, and I told Corey, I go, look, I don't know what that was all about, but you need to talk to me before our next show. I need to know.
All right, now, in all seriousness here, let's really think about this, right? If either of you two pulled that gimmick off, right? Someone out there is stream sniping us now. NJ's got a fucking back deal going where he's going to slip some fucking things in throughout the show that scores him $120 or whatever it is that Corey earned that day. I would be so fucking happy for you. And I'd be like, fuck yeah, man, great job. You know what I mean? Like, I would legitimately be like, hey, didn't feel like you were fucking with me. It felt like you were just fucking earning yourself some cash. Great work. Like, this mindset is really fucking crazy to me, that it's immediately, you humiliated me. You fucked with me. We need to talk about where we're going. I don't know. I guess it also says more about how good your relationship is, because I've got a fair bit of trust in NJ and Robbie of like, I don't think these guys are trying to fuck with me. It's just that could be a bit of fun to do.
Not fucking with me, but like, saying something so mean. Never mind. Let's go on.
And I know that about you, Dean, and I appreciate that. I just want you to know. And also, I'm not taking any action on the side, but I appreciate that, like, if it did happen, you would be happy for me rather than vengeful at me.
What I was trying to say was you scare me too much to ever fuck with you. Let's put it that way.
There we go.
See, these are the things I consider compliments, folks. So when when Gino's ranting about and Aaron's ranting about, all of us being mentally ill, that's my mental illness of that
your
gives
mental
me
illness?
yeah, that gives me satisfaction that Robbie is so fucking broken by me. It's really makes me feel good.
If we're on the same page, because I mean, something like that happens and I wasn't told about it. Your brain starts running wild and you don't know what the fuck to think. You're like, is there some gay ops going on? Is there some bullshit? Whatever.
No, Aaron, if he tells you about it, he doesn't get $120 from Melton. The point is he's got to sneak it in. That's kind of part of the game, and it's a harmless game. Stop being so fucking bad. This is how paranoid he was in like March 2023. This is well before fucking cocaine and divorces and cum eating and fucking revenge porn charges and all of this shit. It was well before all that. This was a man that was hitting his goals regularly. Barely having a bag, really. They were cruising along without having a bag. So he's always been a paranoid dude.
So I don't hear from Corey all weekend. And then I texted him again yesterday and I said, dude, you got to call me before you go on the air. I got to see if I got to, just know we're on the same page. What did I say? Rowing the same boat. Corey and I had a phone call. I raised my concerns. He raised some of his concerns, some of which go back a lot longer than the super chat stuff and the phone call and all of that. It goes back longer.
Oh, so your freak out about his earning a little bit of money harmlessly actually opened a can of worms where Corey felt bold. And I'm going to bring up the shit that's been pissing me off for years.
Yeah, this was just the straw that broke the camel's back, says the dude who reveals this completely unprompted when you could put it could be behind my little room divider thing and you wouldn't be able to see it. Great job, Aaron.
Yeah. Well, that is a great point because, again, going back to the analogy of if you did this to me, if someone told me during the week that NJ made $120, fucking around on the show last week, we'd probably start next week's show and I'd go, oh, fucking someone told me what you did last week. That's fucking funny. Good job. You know what I mean? And then you move on. Like, yep. It's crazy that he actually brought out some genuine hard feelings out of Corey by having his own paranoia and own fucking self-consciousness fucking coming to the forefront. This is what I say. This guy's been fascinating forever. It's not just, revenge porn and fucking snitching on orgy partners and all of that. This goes deep. This is deep in his personality.
There had been some issues.
Sorry, go.
What is with some people where I know I talk personal life stuff sometimes, but mostly it's just things that make me look stupid because it's funny. But like talking about all these conflicts, or when he was telling April, just when he was talking about April the way he was when she was the co-host. I've never understood that whole life, let's make it content because it'll make me more popular thing. You're literally making money, but I don't know if it's like a life-changing amount of money just based on your own foibles is how I think you say it.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a weird profession to get into. Those whole content creators are just like, let's try to make a couple of dimes by saying how shitty our lives are.
Well, you have on one end of the spectrum, you have the great Howard Stern who would say that like talk about your day. Okay, that's one thing.
Yeah.
And that's more akin to what you're describing, Robbie. And then you have the Adam 22 or Adam 16 as he's known. Yeah, exactly. The content over everything thing. And that's just you're embarrassing yourself for whatever profit margin.
Yeah.
I don't know what just happened there. Anyway,
I mean, I guess the Kardashians are rich beyond their wildest dreams, so maybe that discredits what I was saying a little bit, but it's still at what price? I will say.
Indeed. There was something. Fuck! I got distracted. The other camera dropped out, and I was like, "Oh, what's fucking happened there?" And then I've lost what I was actually going to say because you guys triggered a thought in me. And that's right. Howard Stern, he talked about the miscarriage and all that. And obviously it upset his wife. And caused a bit of an issue there. But Howard was like, it was a different time. He was the first guy to be doing that, and Howard had that ability to sort of, make people laugh with it, entertain people with it. And then now you've got what, 30, 40 years later,
pictures of the dead baby to monetize it these days. Some of those content creators, like I've seen shit like that happen. Like it's just, I won't call out any creators to do that, but it's just wild how they're like, oh, this terrible thing happened to my family, let's make a buck off of it. It's just, it creeps me out. It always has, but I don't know.
I'm with you.
Sorry, I'm just trying to reset something. I was hoping you were going to yammer on.
Also, look at Aaron.
There was a model who had like a stillbirth or something, but then the way she declared it was she had pictures, like black and white, professionally done photos of her crying with her, dead baby. And it's like, what are we doing? Like, what is going on?
Yeah, that's grim. I was thinking about Aaron. Look at Aaron. Aaron with the Van Dyke, I guess. This is the evil twin Aaron, as I pointed out on my show the other day.
I didn't know he ever had that type of facial hair in the past until I saw the clip. And I can't really criticize anyone's facial hair, but man, someone should have told him that looked bad. I mean, people have told me it looks bad, so I feel like that's not hypocritical to say. Like, he looks like a low-level Pixar villain with that hair, with that facial hair.
Exactly right.
My apologies, everyone. I've been very distracted.
That's okay.
I'm mainly worried because if this laptop loses internet connection, there's a chance that this fucking computer loses internet connection. So that's more.
And
what
then
I
you're
was...
going to have the wide-eyed deer and the headlights look from me because I will panic.
There we go.
There we go. It's all back. It was a mere momentary blip in the radar. So yeah, my apologies for that. Okay. Let's move on.
And he let me know that it wasn't intentional. I didn't realize that it would be taken that way. I didn't realize that it would be seen that way. And I'm sorry about that. And then apparently I said something. I used the term comics in quotes. I thought I was referencing just the guy who was fucking around with the show, but Corey's name was in there as well. I said, I'm sorry for that. I certainly didn't mean to put comics in air quotes, talking about you. I apologize for that.
How legit and genuine does his apology sound?
He's at sub little kid apology level of sincerity.
Yeah, he's using the apology as a way to put a period at the end of his sentence. He don't get about it.
Yeah, it's so
apologize for that.
Yeah, exactly.
And we went back and forth. We talked it out. He yelled like an Italian. I yelled like a German, and we came to a nice understanding. We came to a nice agreement. I do want to say this to the audience, and I've said this to the audience numerous times. I did not give a shit about the MLC thing. That's fine. I've always said, guys, if you can get on a
he didn't give a shit that Corey went on MLC and got paid on MLC. No. That wasn't his beef. Good for you, Aaron. Like that's great that you were cool with Corey going getting paid for MLC. It's just if he can put some cheeky little fucking references into your show that are completely harmless to your show, that's where you draw the line, and that's an issue.
And fast forward to KB trying to not headhunt Johnny Crutches, because that implies giving him a job, but to have Johnny Crutches literally on for one show, and Aaron trying to frame it as, oh, well, I have no problem with you going on MLC. It's just, what are they going to talk to you about besides which one? Like, okay, it's true, but it's kind of insulting to tell your friend that, oh, Johnny, you have nothing to add about literally anything else. So why would they? And then the implication being that, like, okay, if you're just going to talk about me, I won't allow that. Well, that's not very magnanimous.
Yeah. I think that's the thing. It's not even like, sure. Yeah, we all know the only reason KB's inviting Johnny Crutches on is to talk about Aaron. None of us are stupid. But yeah, he's supposed to be your friend. So to A, straight out say, that's the only reason they want you on. And then B, completely deny him the opportunity and go, well, I'm not letting you talk about me. So if he wants you on to talk about you, it's like, well, of course he's not going to do that. You've already explained that. So yeah.
Other shows, go do other shows. If you can make money, go make money. Once you're off this show, it's a contractor gig. Once you're off this show, you can do whatever you want. So we had that conversation, and then I'll let Corey take it from there. I'll let Corey speak for himself on what he thought, and then we'll get into the conclusion of that phone call. Corey, go ahead.
All right. Unfortunately, I did stop the clip there. I should have let it play for a second, like for about another 5 seconds, because Corey said it was good to yell, and then Aaron jumped straight back in again. Like, it was amazing. As I'll let Corey say his piece. He said like 5 words, and then Aaron was back in. But this clip is 2 minutes, just under 3 minutes long. He made Corey sit there and listen to Aaron explain to the audience, like, just treating him like a little child. Like, no wonder Corey should have left this day. You know what I mean?
That's exactly what I was going to say. Any man with self-respect that's just going to endure this, and he did for a little bit longer. It's like, okay, however long he stayed, that was that much.
That's frightening even to me. What the hell's going on?
I guess because of the different screen setups. Yeah. I mean, you were covered up by the rest of the cameras.
Yeah, I know.
So
It startled me.
it's not that big a deal. So that was the Corey thing. I just, as I was pulled that clip for the Aussie Guy Clips thing, I was like, no, there's stuff on here I want to talk about. Like, I vividly remember all of this, and that's what I'm considering. I think I've mentioned it to you boys backstage before, but one of the things I'm possibly going to do as members only is just do a director's commentary on some of the clips, because there's stuff that I want to point out about the clips, and like when I find them, the context in which it went to this conversation and all of that. Like, sometimes it's really interesting what keywords you type in and what you find while you're searching for something. I pick up so many bits of gold searching for something else completely, but it's just, you keep listening for a minute and you go, holy shit, what's this? What are they going on to now? So I think it's fun to go back, to look back at some of this stuff. So 2 more clips, and this is when April had been gone for a couple of weeks in terms of off the show at the point of this clip. So there was obviously the infamous, which Haley used in her, PR announcement, etc. on Pretty Antisocial. She used the "Can Haley Fly Solo?" That was the title of the final episode that April Imholt was on, which is, it's just poetic. Aaron titled the episode "Can April Fly Solo?" and turns out she couldn't. It was the last episode of Steel Toe ever. So she was off the show for, I forget how long it was, a few weeks, I think, before Aaron finally spilled the beans on, all right, the divorce is happening, etc. So this is the episode of the big announcement. And this is the big announcement, right? And I've talked before about Aaron's comedy stylings and how he beats it to death, and all subtlety is lost with any Aaron comedy bit. So let's hear his announcement of the divorce.
I had some help. It's fucking great. Rumble Friday, we 150,000, but we don't want to get into that.
I meant to edit this.
There's newspaper clippings and shit. But the Mike Lindell thing, like every breakup I've had lately, there are wonderful things about My Pillow. I'm talking about My Pillow here, that I will remember.
All right, so we all get it, right? He's talking about his breakups recently. It's so similar to Mike Lindell. Now he's emphasized, I'm talking about My Pillow, talking about Mike Lindell. All right, we get it.
Forever. But the problem with the relationship with My Pillow is that My Pillow, Mike Lindell, got into some things that weren't good for him. I did, Mike Lindell and I didn't see eye to eye on those things. I talked about those things. Mike didn't appreciate that, and Mike got pissed.
All right, so we're 48 seconds in, just under halfway.
I still then continued to talk about those things, so Mike decided to tell me to go fuck myself. So then I told Mike, well, then fuck you too, and I kept talking about the things that Mike did that I thought were not conducive to his business doing very well.
And just, obviously, so everyone understands, Aaron's talking about cocaine and drugs and all this shit non-stop for the past month or whatever it's been. And April's like, hey, can you stop with that? And he's like, go fuck yourself. So that's what he's explaining here. But yeah, my pillow. It's my pillow.
This is like watching Monet at work. Just the small brush strokes, and then you see, and slowly you're like, oh, where is he going? Is he leaning on the obvious parallelism between Mike Lindell being a crackhead and Ape also being strung out? No, it can't be that. And then you see the whole composition come together.
Yes, and obviously, I'm explaining now in context because this is a year and a half ago. So anyone that's not familiar with that time period, I'm pointing out that this is the little game he's playing. At the time, there's not a fucking person that didn't know what he was talking about, but he's not done.
But I still remember all the wonderful things that Mike Lindell did. I still sleep on my pillows. I love them. I think they're fantastic. I think Mike makes a great product. And I'm talking about Mike Lindell, the My Pillow breakup is what I'm talking about here.
Oh, yeah.
I think Mike does amazing things when he's focused, when he's at his best. He's one of the best who's ever done it, and I think he's great, Mike Lindell. When Mike is distracted with other things that are not necessarily good for him or conducive to him being his best self, I get frustrated with Mike, and I don't really like him anymore.
Look at that fucking face.
It's like a manic your boy didn't do too bad. It's a combination of like a Kubrick stare, except because he can't get anything right, he's not looking right into the camera, and your boy didn't do too bad, did he? Synthesis.
Yeah. So if emphasizing half a dozen times that you're talking about Mike Lindell didn't sell it enough, this shit-eating grin should hopefully have pushed it over the edge for you. Now, like I say, that's Aaron's comedy. You find something that maybe has a slight little hint of humor in it, and then you beat the shit out of it until it is unrecognizable. And you want to know how I know Aaron thought that was hilarious?
Tell us.
Well, I'll show you.
If we're here having a good time and we're doing steel toe, we're being funny like I just was with the Mike Lindell thing, and people want to be fucking gay about it, then yeah, I agree with you. Fuck them, bounce them, whatever. Who gives a shit?
So he's having such a good time, such a fun time. If anyone dares suggest that wasn't fucking comedy gold, you're gone. Kick him out of the chat. Go fuck yourself. You're a loser. He's the best.
Can't make this up.
He is the best. Let's see if it does it again. No, it's permanently back there. That's good. That's it for Steel Toe this week. Just wanted to play around with those couple of clips. There was in the bullying section of it where the episode that April leaves in tears. During that, the bit is Rumble. He didn't add Rumble to the stream that day, so Rumble wasn't working. Fuck me. And his fucking chatters like fucking eat it up. People would be like, Rumble's not working. And he literally about 15 times went, well, you see, what happened is Rumble wasn't a part of the restream, and I chose to just go with YouTube. And he fucking kept doing it and doing it and doing it. I'm like, oh my God, how can you live like this? This is insane. All right, now for the most annoying part of my show prep this week.
Watch it together. What do you think? We're going to do it. And it's going to be fun. Bing, 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 bing.
Now, I was going to see how I'm going steel toe on this. I'm going full steel toe now. I was going to see how we went money wise today, and if people are appreciating our work, as to whether I was going to punish them with the Kiki segment this week. But 3 super chats and a gift of membership. I don't know, folks. I think you deserve to be punished
You're
because
getting the Kiki.
yes, we were talking before the show, Robbie, NJ, and I, and just discussing of how the show prep, how it goes about, and me finding clips and all that, and NJ had a great analogy of like it's like fishing. Sometimes you got to be patient. You got to sit with the line in the water for a while, and sometimes you'll roll the line in and the bait's gone and you miss the fish or whatever. And sometimes you just sit there all afternoon and kind of go, why did I go fishing today? This sucks. And that was Kiki and Untoward Monday. It was because Kiki went on tour, I guess you'd call it, with Chrissy Mayer. They showed up on Alex Stein, and they were doing some shows in Texas. So, I mean, according to my YouTube, Kiki hadn't done a show since Monday, and it was Untoward Monday with Michaeline. So, what did I find, you ask? First of all, I want to say enough with the 15-minute fucking intro shit. Like, I know I'm just going to skip through it all, but why are you making people sit there for 15 minutes? Because there's no countdown timer. Like, I shit on Shmuel Buckman for his long intros. At least he's got a fucking ticking clock that says, all right, I'll come back in 10 minutes.
I was just going to say, were you doing like a My Pillow, Mike Lindell thing, yelling about Kiki, but you really meant Shmuel? But you're right. At least there's some finite amount of time. Just Kiki running on the beach. Who knows how long she's going to be running on the beach? You're absolutely right.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And now, again, I'm watching it later. I just scroll forward until I see her fucking dumb head, and then I fucking scroll back a little bit. Just wanted to point it out. It's annoying. It's obnoxious. It's fucking... You're not big enough to make people sit there and wait, Kiki. Like, I play a fucking 30-second intro song, and then it's like, fuck it, let's get down to business. Anyway, what a fucking boring piece of shit this episode was. But I listened to the whole hour and fucking 30 minutes of it, trying to find something for you people. And most of what I found is punishment to you all for the fact that I sat there for an hour and a half. They started out with fucking high school talk. So Michaeline's talking about fucking high school in the 60s, for fuck's sake, or whatever it was. And
high schools back then?
The 1860s, am I
thought
right?
it was like they go to the 8th grade at townhouse, and then you're out to the coal mines or the sewing factories.
And a lot of talk about how dumb they are and like accepting how dumb they are. What do you even need math for anyway? Yeah. No. I mean, listening to Kiki add 8 and 5 together, you need a little bit. You need a little bit of math. Like, you could have picked up the basics, and then they're just talking about, I guess, sleazy teachers, I guess, was kind of the gimmick. But this kind of stood out to me. This sums up Kiki to a fucking T. This is what it's all about to her.
But he was extremely popular. I was not. And then this is junior year. We sit down in health class together. I'm like, oh, hey, Elliot, because he did a little bit of theater as well. And he said, I don't think you understand, Keanu. This is the first day of health class. He goes, anytime anybody ever talks about the hottest girls in school, they say Hannah Abercrombie, Jordan Randall, and that actor bitch. Actor bitch.
Right. So, first of all, Tommy from Rhode Island, thank you very much for the 5 gifted memberships, answering the call. Thank you. Appreciating that I sat through this fucking garbage for an hour and a half. Thank you. Tommy from Rhode Island. You're a good egg. Yeah, this is masking the fact that it was the actor bitch. Like, that's the reason for telling the story. You know, I was the actor bitch. But we'll take it back a couple of seconds. When you see what Kiki follows up with, this was just a reason to say, a guy told me I was top 3 pretty in the school.
Actor bitch. Like, I don't really. What's number 1? That's offensive. Number 2,
It's not offensive. You should say thank you. Whistle at me. Thanks.
This fucking bitch does not stop laughing the whole show. I don't know what she's laughing at ever. No idea at any stage what she's fucking laughing at, but she laughs the whole fucking time. So Kiki had a point too. Like, so first of all, she said that's offensive. And then secondly,
didn't get it. Right on the untoward board. Bob Anna Patrice.
oh, and we got a super chat, and that's the end of it. So that was, hey everyone, I'm pretty. It reminds me of The Simpsons. Dad, what was the point of that story? I like stories. You know, like, I like being called pretty. That was it.
Yeah, that is well, and also I think mixed in there when she does the accent for her the other high school kid, I think it like reminds you how, at least for me, how much more attractive she would be if she had, say, a more, I mean, I'm a Yank, so it's all like south of me basically, other than like OG Mumbling Nick, New England. But if she had more of a Haley voice, which presumably is her natural accent and not this affected transatlantic thing, any time that she goes into that, it's like, oh, wow, that would have been the better timeline. But unfortunately, we are cursed in the Harambe post-2012 timeline with Keanu.
Agreed. And one of the things for me, it's the dead eyes. When she posts those selfies, those wee, as Patrick Melton to go wee. When she posts those selfies, there is nothing in those eyes. It is just, you know, like I made the joke about the Austin Powers robots. Like I'm waiting for guns to pop out of those tits. Like there's nothing. There's nothing there. It's really just, yeah.
Well, speaking of them, she was on MLC last night, and I asked her in a very journalistic way about her little her outfit during that appearance. She was very defensive and angry about it, and I was sitting there in the chat thinking, like, did I say that it was bad? No, I quite the opposite. Why are you like, this is all I could do? It was cold in the studio. It's like, no, I don't have a problem. You're mistaking me completely. I don't have a problem with it. But why are you so butthurt about this?
You know, there's something about that outfit in Alex Stein's studio that, I don't know, seemed like they got a little bit larger for that episode of Alex Stein. I don't know what's going on there, but yeah. We've all seen the nudes. Just Google Keanu C. Thompson nude. I know that doesn't bother Gino at all. We won't find that out later. But yeah, go check out the nudes. I don't know, and then go back to the Alex Stein episode, and you tell me if you think she had some sudden growth overnight. The next clip dragged me out of a fucking boredom, a lull, and a boredom. These dummies, they all do it. They're all the fucking same. And whenever I'm clipping these idiots, I'll always come across a clip like this.
I don't think either of you care.
Really, I just really hope some asshole podcast takes this out of context. And
They
says
will.
really mean shit about me.
You mean these stupid nobodies. I can't wait.
Oh, I wonder who the stupid nobodies are. Obviously not. We know they know who Pretty Antisocial is. They've railed against them. Wonder who these fucking nobodies are that are clipping shit out of context.
That's a good if you ever wanna pivot, if you ever want to rebrand. I think Stupid Nobody, like Bad Friends, in that same vein,
Yeah.
like we could have something there.
Stupid nobodies. So is this what you wanted me to clip, Michaeline? Is this what you were hoping for?
I can't wait.
They don't fucking understand that it's a fucking joke.
Yeah, so
All
funny.
right. Michaeline, let me take you to school. All right, let me teach you a little.
Hit
something,
the
something.
Aaron. Do
Yeah.
the side saddle.
Yeah. So, Michaeline, it's a good tactic. A good way to not get shit clipped is say, "Can't wait for someone to clip that," because I'll immediately go, "Fuck off! What, you don't control me." But if I deem it clippable, I'll clip it. When you think you've made a funny joke and you think people are not going to get it, that's your problem. I don't fucking care. You are a fucking boring woman. All right? I want to make that very clear. You are so boring. Every now and then you'll say something really fucking dumb that might be worth clipping. There's nothing out of context. We'll explain the context of anything that we clip. I get it. You hear 10 seconds of you being retarded and people making fun of it. It hurts. I've been there. I've been there. People making fun of dumb shit I've said or fucking poor decisions I've made on a podcast or whatever. It's fine. But don't tell me how to run my show. All right. I'm not clipping your dumb riffing on looking at Gino's dick. That's what she thought we were going to fucking clip out of context and insult her over. No, you wanted to be insulted. You're fucking boring. And you somehow drag Kiki down. And Kiki's the worst.
That might be the most insulting thing I've ever heard anyone say in my entire life.
Yeah.
She takes Kiki from being insufferable to just boring. Just absolutely boring. So yeah, that caught my attention. I was like, all right, I'll clip the bit that you didn't want clipped and yell at you for a minute. This was on Twitter, and here's the beginning of the punishment, folks. This got clipped by, in fact, I think it was their clipper. The guy that fucking clips stuff for him to post on social media and stuff and all that. It's the cat's birthday.
How old?
7.
6 is 7.
Michaeline, here's something that's worth clipping.
Why
Wow.
was 6 afraid of 7?
I don't know.
Because 7, 8, 9. Because 6.
That's good.
8,
That's good.
Keanu.
That's pretty good, Keanu. Yeah.
That's not.
She is older than everybody. Everyone watching this show right now, all of us here on the show, she is the oldest fucking person. That's new to you? That's one of the dumbest kid jokes ever is new to you?
Yeah, that's wild.
The stupidity's not over.
I didn't write it, but
No shit.
Did Gino?
no,
Oh my
Mom.
God.
Do you think Gino goes and say, "Here, let's read her. Let's sing Happy Birthday to her in
Here we go,
in
here
a
we
5,
go.
4, 3,
Perfect.
2."
Yep,
It's not
we're all gonna
quite.
listen to it all.
Oh wait, it's 12 1. Ready? Okay, ready? 1, 2,
Start again, yeah.
and 3. Meow, 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 meow.
Tiger Lily, no, put the volume back on.
Meow, meow.
We're all sitting through this.
Meow, 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 meow.
Oh, perfect. Shirtless Eugene. That's exactly what we need to add to this.
No joke, legitimately aggravated my ear infection pain. What the fuck? You should, Ozzy, if you, a market, next time be like, if we don't get $75 by this point, you'll play this video.
Yes.
Because
Yes,
that
right.
was, my God, you know the enhanced interrogation, speaking of that Bin Laden thing, just play that for 72 hours straight. They'll give up everything.
100%.
Well, fellas and chat, You'll be happy to know we aren't the only ones that hated this.
Oh, and many more. Okay.
Wait for
I
it,
love
wait
you,
for it.
Petunia.
Got
Good kitty.
Got him, yes! Take that, you dumb cunt.
That's relatable.
Now, how
What a
much does
good
this
kitty.
cat hate fucking Keanu?
Cats
Like-
The cat
don't.
tried to cause a gas leak. Like,
Love cats. Especially
She
ones
goes
that
on to
like
explain that the cat curled up at her feet when she got back from her trip away and bit through her shoe. So, like, she tried to explain the cat doesn't always hate me. Like, it cuddled up to my feet so it could get close enough to bite me. It's pretty difficult to get at. Well, if the cat has respect for you, a cat won't swipe you, I guess, is what I'll say. It's not that it's difficult to get a cat to swipe at you. It's very easy to get a cat to
Yeah,
swipe at you.
a cat will read right through you. A dog will love.
Yeah.
Unless you're like abusing a dog, dog will love you no matter what. Cats are honest. If you're a piece of shit, they'll treat you like a piece of shit.
Cats know. Cats get it. So I've got some left on this clip, so we'll see what happens.
Fine. Happy 7th birthday. Did she?
Yeah, the cat reads that, Kiki, by the way. your disdain there. That's why the cat swiped you. The cat senses that. The cat reads that.
She gets you.
Did she get you again? Yeah. She's like,
God.
All right. Let's get rid of that.
Which is which? This is a funny line, but which is which? Keanu's has probably seen some miles at this point.
Yeah, it's definitely got some miles on the old odometer, especially if you believe the rumors from James Balmont that he reiterated those rumors on a. Where is Balmont, by the way? Haven't seen
Balmont
him.
rules.
Yeah, if you say his name, he'll appear hopefully. But no, Balmont on a call to Antelope reiterated that the word around New York is that Kiki takes all the dick.
Allegedly.
And then all those guys high five Gino and laugh at him behind his back. That's the story. All right, piss break clip of the week time. And yeah, punishment's not over. Sorry to tell you all. So if you all want to take a piss break as well, where is it? Oh no. Oh no. You got to be kidding me. It's not there. Oh no. I'm just double checking everywhere. All right, let's go to Barefoot Gino. Our final clip.
Perfect.
Yeah. So this went for fucking, I reckon this was 40 minutes. 40 minutes of her show was Gino lost his shoes at the fucking hotel or whatever in Florida. Kiki was convinced he left them in his room. They were waiting for an Uber to the airport. Kiki said, just buy us some cheap fucking sandals or flip-flops or whatever on the way to the airport. Gino wanted to wear Kiki's shoes that are a few sizes too small just to get through the airport. Gino didn't want to buy new shoes. Why?
Have no loyalty to those two pieces of shit. Like, there's no.
And he made that clear to Kiki. What am I made of money? Buy new shoes. This is the very end of all of that. It's kind of helpful for the next upcoming segment to just make sure you see this and get this part of.
he didn't
He's
wear
in
shoes. the whole time.
LaGuardia with no shoes on.
Doesn't care. Couldn't care less. Where are your shoes?
He looks like he's got socks on now, though.
Yes, socks.
Florida.
Every disease on earth
Sucks,
is on
that's
that
fine.
floor, and he just walked without shoes.
You're handsome. He doesn't care.
Socks is fine to walk around.
So, by the
That should
way,
be like that's like there's no such thing as police abuse if you see someone like that. He should be arrested with, like, you know what I mean? That should be... How? I'm speechless. That's the most disgusting thing I've seen in quite some time.
Yeah.
I was going to point out that the the Gino losing his shoes, blah, blah, blah. Clearly, Kiki decided then this is a bit for the show because she's doing all this filming and taking photos of Gino in her shoes. And yeah, I can get 45 minutes of my show out of this.
Around in the
Or my
airport. I mean, socks are at least something.
It's true.
I mean, I think he could have just put socks on the whole time and it would have been fine.
The whole time.
No, you can't walk into an airport with just socks the whole time. Like they're gonna look at you like something's wrong with you. Right? I mean, right?
They probably wouldn't even notice.
If they don't notice,
I think socks
terrifies me.
is better than bare feet, and maybe a little better than shoes that are just halfway down your foot.
Huh?
Again,
Like,
it was just like
I'm very confused. Like, what's that shoe halfway down your foot? Like, do you have half a foot like that kicker for the Saints back in the 70s? Like, what's a shoe that's halfway down your foot?
Well, so what you're saying is he's put on size 7.5s when he's an 11.
Why would you do that? That's terrible for you.
Because he didn't want to buy, cheap pair of flip-flops or something.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So then, they're in LaGuardia, I believe, and just no shoes through the airport.
it was just like fucking. It was the Austin Powers thing. It was just like this.
Well,
this.
So earlier in the show, Kiki explained he looked like Austin Powers in the third one where he gets on Mini-Me's shoulders. She explained that, then brought up the clip of it, and now
you married a guy with stories, okay? You got a lot of stories from marrying him.
This is how he walked around the airport, like this. Like it's very confusing to everyone.
Did he have
involved.
that big thing blowing up air up his butt?
Yes, he had mini
And the sailor hat.
yes, he was dressed exactly like Austin Powers in this clip. Fucking hell.
Yep.
Ripping. Sorry, NJ.
No, I literally, I was exasperated. Like, what? You're going to a cutaway essentially, and the cutaway. What is the parallelism here? They're walking in a hallway, like professional comic.
She liked the Austin Powers clip, and she wanted to play it.
That's Chad.
That's how it was. It was just like that.
God. Oh my gosh.
Yes, he had Vern Troyer underneath his jeans.
There
he goes.
You are, yeah. You definitely.
Does everyone understand what Kiki's trying to show us here? Remember we were talking about the parallels with Steel Toe last week? Yeah. Let's beat this into the ground.
Have an interesting life because you have a man.
Oh, sorry, we got to get all of this from Mike Lane. This piece of magic. This is actually what really got my attention.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, you definitely have an interesting life because you have a man who gives you stories.
He definitely gives me stories.
If he gives you nothing else, he gives you stories.
He gives me pause.
The story that took 45 minutes. This is the story. Gino lost his shoes, refused to buy new shoes, borrowed Kiki's shoes that were way too small for him. That's the story. That's it. The whole story. That's not content. You fucking idiots.
If he gives you nothing else. No, hun. He gives her nothing else. Like it's not a hypothetical, it's not a conditional. No. He gives her nothing else. So be happy with the stories because that's what you're getting on.
I should have pretended. I found hang on, let me just make sure I found the piss break clip of the week. Yes, I did. If I was actually talented, I could have done the whole thing of, hey, Michaeline, can you riff for me while I try and find this clip? Because that's what's about to happen. Again, punishment for you all. Still not seen a super tip today. Supertip.gg/USOA. Not been a super tip. Tommy from Rhode Island, very good. But the rest of you letting me down. So a little bit more punishment for the best great clip of the week. Let's watch Michaeline vamp for Kiki while Kiki finds the thing that she wants to add to screen.
I'm just sending my buy me some time. I forgot to send myself some of these lovely videos. So
Buy you some time? Okay. I met a boy called Frank Mills on September 12th, right here in front of the Waverly. But unfortunately, I lost his address. He was last seen with his friend, a drummer who resembles George Harrison of the Beatles. But he wears his hair tied in a small bow at the back.
I love him, but it embarrasses me
to walk down the street with him.
He lives in
Brooklyn somewhere, and he wears
Oh, you know we're
a
done, didn't you?
white crash helmet. He has golden chains on his leather jacket, and on the back are written the names Mary and Mom and Hell's Angels. I would gratefully appreciate it
Supertip.gg/USOA. I'll turn it off.
Tell him
Where's the
that
FCC?
I'm in the park
when you
with
really
my
need it?
girlfriend. And please tell him Angela and I
Oh, Jesus.
don't want the $2 back. Just him.
Great job, Mom.
Thanks.
That was great. So
Don't you fucking dare clap yourself, you dumb bitch. Jesus Christ. I was like, about 3 times during the clip, because I'll let you into my life a little bit. My dad, at his age and his health, is no longer able to cut his own lawn. And so I go and cut his lawn for him. And it's a big area. So I had stopped the mower for a moment while I fucking clipped this. And there was about 3 times I was like, oh, they're done now, aren't they? And I'm like, oh, fuck. All right, keep going. I guess you're giving me more time to piss if it's a particularly big one. I can keep going, but holy shit. So that was what I got out of Untoward Monday. One of the things that I just couldn't be bothered clipping, I'll explain quickly to you. One of the chatters said, Kiki, how many times does 56 go into 32? And Kiki panicked. I was like, no, that doesn't work. You're trying to mess with me. Blah, blah. Clicked on to the fact that 32 was her age. Pretended like Michaeline's age was the 56. And then about 2 minutes later, someone said it was a joke about Gino fucking you. You know, that was the joke. So yeah, that was like, I'm not going to go back and clip that, but Jesus Christ. Like, you're that paranoid that people are fucking with your retarded brain? Anyway, fuck Kiki. We got a lot of
Has no loyalty to those two pieces of shit. Like, there's no loyalty among all the fake people. Everyone in the chat, they're all fucking losers that fucking live vicariously through this shit. They have no fucking lives. Shut the fuck up with your opinion. It's a friend of telling you, shut the fuck up and talk about things you know about, but don't lower yourself to the level of this bunch of fair. No, you're not allowed to say to me, let's say you were stolen, materialistic piece of shit.
Flat broke.
Well, not as much emphasis today, Robbie.
I can't do it twice that loud. I'm losing my voice already.
So yeah, I was saying earlier. There we go. Good for you, Robbie. Getting one back on me to immediately interrupt me because I know you know how much I hate that. Yeah, I think I may have mentioned earlier, maybe I just said it backstage, but at about 5 o'clock this afternoon, my time, so I guess 5 a.m. Eastern time, I was like, fuck, I don't have a lot of clips. I better go check out Gino's channel and see if I can find something. And then, being the good man, good egg that he is, Gino said, "Oh fuck, I've got your show covered, man. I can help you out." But before we do that, Shaka John has answered the call. I mean, the singing's over now.
Thank God.
Somebody give this man a super tip. He must be flat broke.
Yep, indeed. Flat broke, and I need the money, and I'm not going to say no to it. So send it my way. So, as the title of the episode, Victory Lap, we talked about Aaron's victory lap over Pretty Antisocial. Boys, do you want to see one of the most broken-brained, crazy fucking rants you're ever going to see?
Feed it to me.
I've broken it down into, I think, 11 clips because, as we know, our boy Gino can't focus. But let's kick off with Gino introducing, explaining. He's in for a victory lap.
And I was talking to Keanu and whatchamacallit today, texting with her and Steel Toe. And I was like, oh my God, do I get to take a victory lap for being right? And they're like, we.
Imagine those three having that conversation. Does that surprise anyone? Those three are in a text thread going, victory lap time, is it? This is a win for us. Another win for the Toe, for the Gino, for the Kiki. Thank you, Haley. I guess I can specifically. I've always said Haley in the past because I know it's always her in our chat, but I can specifically say Haley coming in. Sorry, Painkiller. Haley's here on Super Tip.
Let's start a rally.
Thank you, Haley, for the $5. Yes, let's start a rally. Don't worry, I've got more begging plans to come. Gino's helping me out with the begging game this week. Also, Eckle, thanks, Robbie. I clicked it at the same time. Eckle Pineapple with the £2, and we all know pounds are better than dollars. I missed the song segment. Play it again, please. You can play it on your show. I'll send you the clip. Play the clip. Play the clip. All right. So, yes, Gino, Toe, and Kiki discussing if it's victory lap time.
You get to take a victory lap. And I said, no. You get to run a victory marathon because this is the alleged story that this fat.
All right. Before we let him go on his rant, multiple black baby fathers. Just keep this in mind. First thing he brought up, keep this in mind before we get to the rest of these clips. He's gone straight to this. Aaron's fucking, I don't know if Aaron made it up off the top of his head or someone fed it to him because we all know Aaron will fucking believe anything that's sent to him in an email that's against his critics. So I would suggest someone probably emailed it to Aaron. Probably the same. If the source that he had close to Pretty Antisocial wasn't Kiki herself, it was whoever emailed this multiple black babies story. Before that, thank you, Iwa. See, we're getting a rally going, folks. We're getting a rally going. Iwa, thank you for the $5. Here for the victory lap. We will have a last laugh. Yes. Victory lap time. Have you changed your avatar to the Super Tip logo, or can you put your name in? Have I got that set where anonymous can be their name? Actually, I didn't.
She's got two. She's got two. One for her work computer and one consumer style.
You go on Aussie with your nationalism. Look what it cost us.
YouTube users, I was just about to send you a donation, but then you said pounds were better than dollars. Fair enough. Hey, why didn't that? There it goes. All right. So, yes, straight to that little story. Now, those in the know that Aaron said that about Haley. Haley's the mud shark. So, yeah, anyway, we'll let Gino go. Oh, no, Haley's back. Hang on. Now I can't get on with my fucking show. No, keep sending money.
I went to dox the pretty antisocial ladies, but started pulling up all their accomplishments and had to edit out 2 hours of my show. Shit. I went to dox the pretty antisocial ladies, but
okay, that's why it was. That's why it was 35 minutes long and stopped all of a sudden. That's fucking great. I was like, he did seem like he was just warming up when the show ended. I assumed, like the retard that he is, that he accidentally hit end stream or whatever and couldn't figure it out. But all right, that makes more sense. All right. What an idiot.
that this fat slob, who I called a slob, who said probably has such a
Sorry, you just remember that, not the singing clip, the other clip before that I played in the Kiki segment? This dude walking barefoot through an airport, just throwing out the word slob. Yeah.
shitty life. And if you don't know which one, fine. But here, I'll put it in common English, Matt, and you'll appreciate this, okay? Okay? By the way, BYB, I was hoping you'd be here.
Oh, shout out, Quad. You did a great job from the 35 minutes of this shit that I saw. Quad was great. Very impressed with you, Quad. Shout out.
You lose. You lose. And let me tell you what you lose. You lost us as friends, and that's
no.
Isn't that the real loss?
What a fucking crushing blow. Oh, imagine losing them as a friend. You know, like making them as a friend is a bad day in itself. And losing them, Jesus.
Lost us as friends, and that's what drives him nuts. And we'll get to that sad man in a minute.
The lovely Kim Nicholson, thank you for the $2. I have to agree. Gino married down. No, I think they both married down somehow. If that works,
physics or whatever.
It's the reference point that I always use is I don't know if you're familiar with the O. Henry short story, The Gift of the Magi, during the Great Depression.
See, when you get deep like this, dude, this is where you lose me.
But
I know it's gonna be brilliant, and so continue.
It's it's a couple during the Depression, and they don't have pot to piss in, so she shaves her hair and sells it to a wig factory to get him a wallet, and he uses the last of his money to buy her a comb for her hair.
I thought it was a watch. One of them bought a watch.
Yeah, it could have been.
No, I didn't mean to correct you, but when I was like, "Oh, I know what you're talking about now," I can see like everyone thinking, "Oh, of course he's just saying that." So,
well, yeah, but they're like the like a Black Mirror, like a Twilight Zone version of that, where it's not wholesome. It's in fact quite the opposite.
Yeah. Yes, Kim, you did. You inspired NJR's pontificating. Well done.
I thought it was good.
No, it is. Like I say, he does this a lot where he'll start talking about something. I'd have no idea what you're talking about. And then he brings it around. And I go, I'll always trust him. I'll always trust him.
But he's losing his mind. Everyone loses their mind because...
Just remember that. Remember that he said that. I got 10 more clips.
Everyone loses their mind because slobs like that dizzy cunt that have nothing to do with their lives. I've said this. I cannot thank you guys enough for being here. I have so much fun hanging out with you. I don't even know how many people are in here so far. I'm guessing it's not a lot.
We're winding back. Because Gino can't finish a thought, express a thought, all of that. Listen to what he says here. Hang on.
Their lives. I've said this. I cannot thank you guys.
Damn it, I didn't go back far enough. I had a feeling.
Like that dizzy cunt that have nothing to do with their lives. I've said this. I cannot thank you guys enough for being here.
He just went that dizzy cunt. And then I've said this before. I cannot thank you guys enough for being here. So you assume he's saying, I love having you dizzy cunts around so that I can fucking rail on you. He's talking about the chat. Because Gino, I'll say it, you fucking dizzy cunt. It's great. I love that you're around. It's great, man. Oh. You saved my show today. You really saved my show today. I was going to be fucking going through all of the fucking Aaron clips that I had stored there going, going to make something of this, So thank you, Gino.
I have so much fun hanging out.
More than usual.
Yeah, we would have had a whole ruin Robbie's day
Let's roast
segment.
Robbie for a good 20-minute segment.
Then. Yeah.
with you. I don't even know how many people are in here so far. I'm guessing it's not a lot. There's 15 on YouTube, killing it. Let's see how many are on the Rumble.
121.
Maybe we could
Sorry, here, not there. Here, 121.
break 50 total. There you go. Fucking up at 44. Curtis John, by the way.
It's like crushing it.
This guy
He loves
doing 20 years in the biz doing NJR live low numbers.
Compound Media's own Gino Visconti. Now, he said, I guess because he's edited it, maybe, I don't know if that fucks with the numbers, if he edits some out. Like, does that fuck with it? Maybe if the views come in late, maybe you lose those views. I don't know. This had 184 views after 3 days, this video I pulled this from on Rumble. So what I was going to say is, unfortunately, our numbers are a little bit down today. I was hoping we'd hit last week's numbers so I could say, Gino, right now, more people are watching you rant on your show than have watched it in the last 3 days. Unfortunately, not more, but we're close. But tell a friend to come over so I can say that to Gino, please. I got 10 more clips if we can get 60 people here. That would be great so that I can actually say that. Anyway. So setting up the victory lap hasn't really got into it yet. You know, he said cunt a couple of times, all of that. But we got to let him wind up, right? And all right, it's time to grift again. Gino has fans that appreciate him.
That's a fan knows. Okay. Gino, you're welcome for the cancer. Thank you so much. It's Curtis John. It's Curtis John, who, like I've said so many times.
Now, because he's Gino, he's not going to explain this. And I only know this because I figured it out later as he fucking kept referring back to this. The guy sent him cigars. All right. So that's why he said, you're welcome for the cancer. You know, obviously doesn't explain that. But yeah.
It's Curtis John, who, like I've said so many times, we have fans that come to celebrate what we do. Everyone in the Dabbleverse thrives on hate. That stupid schizo, psycho, Sean, whatever. I'll say it again.
Fuck, that dude has broken you. Schizo Sean has broken them. I didn't know Schizo Sean existed until he recorded the fucking Steel Toe anniversary show. He's a fucking biggest problem in the universe guy and a Dick Masterson guy. He's been fucking with Vito Gesualdi. He's a guy that goes to events and goes, these people that get all uptight about being filmed, they're going to go fucking film them and make fools of themselves. Yeah. Guess what, Gino? He filmed you once. In fact, he didn't even film you. He had his phone down on the table and just recorded audio. He broke you. You had to intimidate him at the next event, and now you're yelling at him because Pretty Antisocial split up. What's going on?
Again, spent 2 work weeks. He drove each way, fucking 24 and 16 hours. Do the SPELLING math. That's 80 hours.
That's the Gino comedies. He spelled spelling and then said math. Huh? You see that?
He barely spelled spelling.
Yes. No, you're right. That is true. I forgot the grift. Fuck. Everyone. Does anyone here in the chat appreciate us? Like, do you guys come here because you enjoy our work? Or is Gino right? No, Robbie, I mean, it's tongue-in-cheek, obviously.
Yeah, I know. But Toe is so blatant about it, I feel like we're even 1% of emulating the Toe is, you know.
No, the point of this is, a dude gave him $2, and he's like, see, I have fans. It's like,
yeah, that
you guys
went over
are all,
my head. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. My bad.
It's like, you guys are all angry and hate-filled. I was like, I don't know that 120 people have rocked up just because they hate Gino. I mean, I didn't announce in the description that we were doing a Gino segment. I think there's one person in the chat that knows that I was doing a Gino segment, but that's about it. The people just rocked up, I think, because they appreciate what we do. I don't know. Can you guys let me know in the chat? By all means,
feel free to see my nice face.
Yeah, feel free to attach money to it, and then I'll definitely read it. But Let us know in the chat. Are you fans or are you just here to hate Gino? Thank you to Diesel the Rottweiler, Diesel, for another gifted membership. Thank you. Let's get a rally going. Oops. How did I do that? Tommy hasn't given us another 5. I think I accidentally clicked on it. Oh, no. Oh, my God. I'm an idiot. There we go. All right. Anyway. Oh, here we go. Young old vibes. I'm here for NJ and Robbie.
Same.
Because Aussie guy is a meanie.
I agree with that sentiment.
That's perfectly fine. You're allowed to, young old vibes. You're allowed to say that. Next time I won't accept it unless there's money attached to it. This is a one-time only offer, but I appreciate you being here for Robbie and NJ.
I did.
Thank you very much, Sean.
Oh, yes. Well, I love you, Robbie. I clicked over to see what was going on in the private chat, and Robbie did at the same time as Robbie says out loud, I did. NJ wrote in the private chat, Robbie, you switched mics. And Robbie is as subtle as a bull in a china shop. I did.
That's our boy.
The legendary Deadfall fucking coming in hard and strong.
Beep, beep, boop, bing, bong, beep, boop. Jamal Bond, you!
Will you cut the shit with the beeps and boops? I can't take it anymore. Day and night. Beep, beep, boop. Shut the fuck up.
Fine. I bet Robbie wouldn't mind a few beeps and boops as I climbed him like a mountain.
I believe I could put up with it.
What the fuck is happening right now?
And also, I'm fat.
Yes, what happened to Rochi, Deadfall?
It's okay. I do that one in free gratis, as Al Swearingen would say on Deadwood.
Thank you so much, Deadfall, for the $25. He's always a banger on Super Tip. Is Deadfall. He never lets me down with his voice tips. Mandate Now says chat is amazing, Robbie amazing, Dean L Stinko. Thanks for joining us. We appreciate it. You've done it again, Robbie.
Is my mic better?
No.
Well, you switched mics again. We're hearing a...
What the fuck is going on? Oh, no. I think I broke my regular mic is the problem.
Oh, brilliant. There we go, folks. Figure it out, because I can't handle that static playing. That'll fucking annoy me. Anyway. Oh, should we? Hang on. Let's go. No, he's fixed it back up. I was going to go full screen, Robbie, but he didn't give me a chance to. All right, let's get back to Gino.
Okay, that's 16 and 24 each way. That's 40 twice 80. He spent the equivalent of
Gino, when did you last do a full work week, by the way? Breaking it down, telling us what a full work week is.
2 works week, a job he probably doesn't have because he's got brain damage. All these people, I'm right, and I hate it. I talked
all of these people. So there's one guy that he's got a beef with. Everyone else now, it's all got brain damage.
And Gino hates being right. Like, again, Gino, if you actually have Cassandra syndrome, where you're predicting shit, but you don't want it to come to pass and people don't believe it, then you're not happy. Like, at best, you do an I told you so. Not every 2 seconds, Gino was right about the most minuscule fucking things.
Well, no, Gino makes up a thing. Like, whenever I see him doing the Gino was right with something that I'm knowledgeable on, it's like, yeah, nobody was arguing that. You know, like, his big one is the, I thought I was going to Minnesota to testify. I was like, no, we all said if they subpoena you and New York agrees to it, you would have to go to Minnesota. And that's what we said. We thought highly unlikely. New York probably wouldn't necessarily make you go, blah, blah, blah. But you don't listen to all that. He just hears us go, if the 2 states can agree on something, you'll be going to testify. All right, shit show. Dean merrily complaining about Robbie as his head appears and disappears. Yeah, it's the fucking hat, you know. It's still a little bit chilly to expose the bald head. We're nearly there. The weather's starting to warm up.
Fucking working.
Oh, well, the mic, Mike good.
No,
Mike good
no,
now.
Mike's good now, yeah. That came
Oh,
through
really?
loud and clear.
There we
Okay,
go.
that's
Loud
good.
and clear. So yeah, you go fuck yourself, shit show.
To Muttering John once, and I said, and trust me,
Oh Jesus Christ, you're still got Muttering John. Look, I got no beef with Muttering John or Muttering Jay. But Muttering Jay is fucking with everyone, dude. So you got to reference a conversation with Muttering Jay.
all these people, I'm right, and I hate it. I said, I talked to Muttering John once, and I said, and trust me, I'm going to compliment you guys. Talked to Muttering John once.
Wait, us? Are you going to compliment us or the chat? Because you're yelling at people and then you say you guys. Like it's very hard to understand where everything's being directed at, because the chat could immediately think you're calling them cunts when you break back into your anger at all these people. But anyway,
on this thing, and he's like, no, you're right, we're nuts. I'm like, how can you be nuts if you have this money? But a lot of these people are sad, troubled motherfuckers who hate their life. And what do they do to feel better? Well, people like BYB, this fucking cripple, who we were nothing but nice to, and then fucking reached out and started his own podcast called The Backyard Boys.
fucking just hold on to the thread, Gino. Can you hold on to the thread once? Quad. And again, well done, Quad. Like, I'm very impressed with your work on this episode. He saw Quad's chat. I've got to yell at Quad now, because he was about to go into the point of it. We're all fucking just sad with our lives, and we get a fucking dopamine rush from people going to supertip.gg/USOA and giving us a super tip. That was where he was going to go with it. But now Quad's in his brain, so let's yell about Quad.
Nothing but nice to, and then fucking reached out and started his own podcast called The Backyard Boys. You know what? You ever heard of KFC?
Look at it. Listen to this fucking reach.
You ever heard of KFC? It's Kentucky Fried Chicken, but they call it KFC because fried has a bad connotation that people don't want to remember. Fucking, you will never hear them call themselves the Backyard Boys anymore.
There may be something to it about the fried aspect. Back in the day when there was a full health kick going on, when fast food joints started bringing in salads and shit. But I also remember at that time KFC doubled down and went, you know what? Fuck it. We're going to remove the burger bun. You can have fucking bacon between two bits of chicken. You know what I mean? So I don't know that they were that worried about it. But yeah, so what he's saying is BYB stands for the Backyard Boys. They don't want to be known as Kentucky Fried Chicken anymore. They don't want to be known as the Backyard Boys anymore.
Want to remember. Fucking, you will never hear them call themselves the Backyard Boys anymore, because the Backyard Boys were a bunch of boys that pretended to hang out together in their backyard and do a podcast because they were friends. But then they realized they could make money in the Dabbleverse being miserable and attacking people. And then they fucking get mad when they lose. You lose. We're not friends anymore. You've become a garbage person, and you need to apologize. Now,
fucking grown men asking for apologies is ridiculous. I may have this slightly wrong, but I've watched a few episodes of BYB, and my understanding is every episode starts off with a song and Backyard Boys emblazoned across the screen about 20 times all over the screen. And then Quad says, welcome to the BYB podcast. It stands for the Backyard Boys. But you'll never hear him. You will never hear him refer to himself as the Backyard Boys anymore, because there's a stigma attached to he wants the Dabbleverse money. That's all I'm here for. Again, supertip.gg/USOA. I'm only here for the money. I do not have a fucking blast every Sunday laughing with you cunts.
Same.
No. Reading the chatters that come, even the free chats, we don't bring them all up. Oh, hey, Big Black. Always got to acknowledge Big Black. Rover, and Rover gives us a lot of money. Gino accusing someone else of being a garbage person is hilarious. It's amazing. And it just gets so much better. So much better. But point being, we have a blast. We really have a blast on this show. The chat's funny. We like to think we're funny. And we try and milk as much as we can out of this shit. I don't know how this guy can say he's having a good time and having a good life, but where are we? Number 3. Let's get back to Gino explaining he's got fans that support him. And let's have him run through his list of fans.
That hate their lives. I've said this. They need an outlet. They need to shit on other people. So they're like, nah, I didn't fuck up. It's like that crazy guy, Charlie, that always.
Who the fuck is Charlie? He's going to explain. It's a guy that calls him up and tells him he fucking sucks at comedy. That's a you guy, Gino. Charlie only fucks with you. He ain't a Dabbleverse guy. We've got no idea who the fuck Charlie is.
Calls us and he's like, you suck. I'm funnier than you. But he's a coward that thinks he's funny and never took a shot at it. So rather than face himself and be like, I'm not funny, I'll say he's not funny. I'm funnier. And I'll feel like, Jesus Christ, no wonder I didn't make it.
Bert Kreischer uses the word civilians when talking about non-comedians. It's so fucking gross. Yep. So Bert Kreischer decided to put himself above regular people because he's made a shitload of money doing stand-up comedy and telling the same fucking story over and over again. So regular people are civilians. He's a better person. People like this fuckwit and Kiki and plenty of others that get paid, you know, whatever it is, $100, $200 for a fucking stand-up show in Sheboygan or wherever. They think they're a better class of person. They think they have a more elite mind. You know, you said these people have never tried it. I mean, the people shitting on you are trying it. We're on streams trying to make people laugh. And in turn, when people are entertained, they'll throw a donation, and all the bullshit aside, you know, the fucking around for donations and all that bullshit aside, it makes us feel good that you guys appreciate the show and will throw some money our way. It's fucking great. I don't think I'm better than any of these people because they're willing to fucking pull out their credit card because I made a funny. Like, you're not special, dude. Comedians, people like you have ruined the legacy of comedians in general. In my mind, Louis C.K. isn't as brilliant as I used to think he was because he's in the same field as Gino Bisconti.
Same thing with these people. You people, I cannot thank you enough. I cannot thank you enough, Freddie from Phoenix. I cannot thank you enough, Array of Light, who I was lucky enough to meet at Content House. I cannot thank you enough, Curtis John, who fucking sent.
So you remember a couple of weeks ago, the fucking, you know, the fans that really pay attention. A couple of weeks ago, I did a little bit of a bit where I went through the chat and I was going like, I could point to this person. And like, it was the same person 3 times in the chat or whatever. And we all had a good laugh. It was like, oh, that would have been better if there was different names in the chat. This ain't a bit.
Me cancer sticks. And there you go. Curtis John, who sent me cancer sticks. I cannot thank you enough for that. I can't, because it is so much fucking fun being right about these fucking people. I don't want to be, but I'm glad I am because it makes me right about you guys, and you guys are awesome. Thank you, Curtis John, for coming out. Thank you, Ray.
Yeah, you said Curtis John. Yeah, so we're doubling up on Curtis John.
Curtis John for coming out. Thank you, Ray of Light, for coming out. Thank you, Freddie from Phoenix. A couple weeks ago,
Do you know, if you say all their names twice, it doesn't make it 6, man. It's still 3 people, man.
Good old stat padding Gino.
Look, and to our chat, it's actually going to work today. In our chat, I say thank you to No One Futters. Thank you to Stephen Weishaupt. Thank you to Young Old Vibes. Thank you to Big Black. Thank you to Gabe Owens. Thanks for our mod extraordinaire, Daylar. And could we go over to here? Thank you to Diesel Diesel. Thank you to... Anyway, you get the point. I'm going to stop being a fucking jackass about it. It's people listen to your show, Gino. Nobody gives a fuck. They're not more special than any of my chatters, our chatters. Oh, and Blart Simpson, right on cue. Thanks for the $1.99. Mid-40s Boomer here. Please release audio on Apple. All right, I'll get back to it. My apologies, Blart. All right, Gino, let's keep rattling off your fans.
Just found $50 in my PayPal. Thank you so much. Thank you, Jesse
Oh, did you all hear that? You can't have Gino getting $50 and me not.
James. No. And again, this is the other thing.
That's what's great. So there we go. He found another one. He found a fourth person, blowing doorman in Austin.
You can't make this up.
Tremendous. And answering the call, Rover, another 20 gifted memberships. Everyone, thanks for playing along. You stuck it to Gino. You really stuck it to Gino. Rover's 20. The super chats, the super tips. You're brilliant. You're all just brilliant. And Blart Simpson coming in with a 99-cent super sticker as well, not to be outdone by Rover's 20 gifted memberships. Great job, folks. You really stuck it to Gino. But yes, let's hear about blowing doorman in Austin. And I don't know, folks. Let's one's in the chat if you think Gino's bothered by that rumor. Two's in the chat if you think he takes it in stride. Robbie, what do you think?
One
in the chat.
I was trying to come up with something witty and I couldn't. I'm sorry.
Oh, what do you mean? Gino is not going to be a professional comedian of 20 years? Isn't going to be a good sport about this and turn this into a laughing moment? No, there's no shot.
The ladies are all on ones. Kim Nicholson,
It's a
Jersey,
one fest.
Tracy fucking Hollywood. Now we got Blart Simpson.
Not even a single person was like, let me be a funny contrarian and put two. They're all like, nah, it's one. That's one.
Shaka John. Easy 1, 2, 3. He's gone with one. Very cute. Thanks for the membership, Rover. Oh, thanks, Chris. Jesus, ruined everything. Johnny Arcade. All right, we're going to keep doing this. Big Black. Shane M. All right. Well, I'm sorry to tell you all.
No. And again, this is the other thing. Thank you so much, Jesse James, for bringing that up. Watch this. To quote Frankie McDonald, so not true. And if you don't get, this is the beauty of it. People make up lies about us to feel that they don't know. And everything you know about us, we've told you. Keanu, as we speak, is doing the...
All right, we're just going to pause there. Everything we've told you, that's their big thing. And my big thing is stop telling us, you fucking idiot. Because then we tend to believe shit that maybe you don't want us to believe. So this makes me, I'm going to go to a tweet that I screenshotted this week. Now, a lot of people think, I think I addressed this earlier. Where is it? Oh, hang on. There it is. That this not Gino in Hot Water Show is Gino. It posts clips and cuts clips and that. I don't think Gino's capable of that. So I kind of do feel this account is not Gino, but funny you should mention. So someone mentioned Kiki's butthole pics, and he's replying with this massive long thing. Funny you should mention that, as the only reason that anybody knows that story is that Keanu told it herself. You know, being completely open and honest, and leaving herself out there because that's just how she is, as opposed to bitter chicks like Pretty Andy Pod. They get on their high horse and criticize everyone with the safety of complete anonymity on their side. As soon as one of them had their dirty laundry exposed, she headed for the hills. A true coward and hypocrite. It's only a matter of time until the red-headed skank is exposed as well, and it's the game they chose to play. So be it. Good riddance. Now, the reason I screenshotted that and just read that to you is because I've listened to Gino, Aaron Imholt carry on about Charlie Kirk. All right? And I think we all agree nobody deserves to be murdered for their words. If you're in a position where you think because someone criticized you, they deserve to be doxxed and have all of their information out there just because you're happy to tell the world that you spread your cheeks, snapped your stink hole, and fucking got paid some money for it. Like, it's not being open and honest. It's being a fucking whore. No, in fact, I don't even care. But you did it for the money. It's not open and honest. you snapped a shot for the money, and then obviously people are going to find out that you took a photo of your butthole for money. So you got to tell everyone. That's not open and honest. That's getting in front of it. That's what you call that.
It's the same. I mean, to a less egregious extent. If you have, say, a job on TikTok selling fly-by-night trash cans, and then you get fired from said job, you revealing that information is not some like gold star thing. It's you're trying to preempt and deaden the inevitable ball busting that's going to come out of that. That's necessary, a necessary part of our ecosystem.
100%. KB, Lady KB, reminder: Keanu has piss videos. What?
What?
What? Oh, please be true. Well, look, Gino brought up the fucking, multiple babies with multiple black men or whatever earlier for Jackie. So we can bring up Keanu has piss videos. And I think KB's a straight shooter. I know I am when I see her tits. Am I right?
Hi-oh.
But I don't see why KB would make that up out of nowhere just to embarrass a woman. I don't think she would do that. It doesn't sound like KB to me. Someone find me those piss videos. I'll get my channel banned. Fuck you. Fuck Gino.
Drinking Brothers podcast. The last time she did it is when she told the story about selling one butthole picture and laughed about it. And then they're on the internet. They're not.
Oh, Jane. Oh, that's cute, buddy. That's cute. You believe it when she tells you that butthole ain't on the internet? Oh, you silly old boomer. I thought you said if you're gonna fucking pose for a photo, it fucking should be out there. Fuck you slob cunt whore. Get your asshole out there.
Mm.
And then fucking people are like, she's blowing the doorman at the stand. She's not even at the stand. And if she was
brilliant. Yeah,
yeah, that's the reason she wasn't blown. Not the fact that, she would because she's a whore. It's because she wasn't at the stand.
We're not talking about just this specific night, Gino. We're talking about any time that you're not with her. She's just blowing some dude.
Blowing the doorman, trust me. I'd be there saying, can I get a spot when she spits it? But no.
Oh, he tried to be a comic. And he couldn't even follow through. He couldn't even finish it. You tried, Gino. You tried to take it in stride. Good effort. Seriously, go start a rumor that my wife is a whore and my kids aren't mine. See if I give a fuck. Jesus Christ.
So you get people like this that make up horrible lies. And I'm trying to think who says that shit sticks to your soul. And after a while, when this fat cunt slob Jackie, not to be confused.
Now, remember, we're shitting on people because we're unhappy with our lives and all we can do is shit on people. NJ, you're good with this comedy stuff. Can you point out the setup and the punchline here?
But no. So you get people like this that make up horrible lies. And I'm trying to think who says that shit sticks to your soul. And after a while, when this fat cunt slob Jackie, not to be confused with the cunt slob whore that is Kayla Ricada, another piece of shit that dragged us in.
Wait, was what? Fat cunt slob whore Jackie the setup and then fat cunt slob whore Kayla the punchline? Is that?
I believe. So again, Gino sounds like the least articulate doomsday preacher ever. Although at least those guys, they're talking about the rapture. That's serious stuff. Gino is with the same attitude, same delivery, is talking about random internet bullshit that he claims doesn't bother him. It doesn't hit the same.
Dayla, how'd Kayla drag anybody into anything? It's fucking amazing. This retard is not mad at Aaron for sending him a photo that got him dragged into a legal case. He's mad at Kayla for reporting it. Now, say what you want about whether that should be like what Aaron did should really be a crime punishable by jail time or whatever. Hey, we could have that debate sometime. Aaron sold them out on cocaine charges. You think they're not going to be bitter about that? You think they're not going to take any chance they get to sell him out? Like, think, Gene. Think. You should be mad at your boy.
Into their life, and people defend them when they are the shittiest people alive, and you defend shitty people you've never.
See, this is where you lose me. Like, I don't defend Nick and Kayla at all. I'm happy to call Kayla a victim of a crime because she is, right? By law. She's a victim of a crime. Yeah. Aaron's pled guilty to it. We don't know what he's going to get sentenced to, but she is. She's not a victim of, in the cocaine and all of that shit. No, yeah, fuck her for that. But what did that do to you, Gino? How does it make you scream into a laptop? Slob cunt whore on the daily? You sound crazy, man. And look at this. Look at this fucking face.
Met, so you can keep attacking people that you know are better than you. Then you live.
You imagine being Gino Bisconti and thinking you're better than anyone.
He's, again, I've said before, he is New York media market Aaron. And I remember about, a month ago, let's say, plus a year, when Aaron was preparing to go to court for the first HRO, the Ashley one. And he, at the same time that he's saying, for no particular reason, there's no morning show tomorrow on Thursday, but all you autistic incels in your basement are watching this. And I was watching this on my shot on my iPhone, if you will, on the beach in Greece, enjoying a ice cold Alpha beer. And it's like, Gene, you're like, it's the same. Why do I bring that up? Gino thinking that he is living better than anyone is wild. Like, Aaron, not only am I not in my basement, I'm on the Mediterranean. I'm enjoying a nice beer, and you have to go to court tomorrow, and you can't even fess up that that's why there's going to be no show. So let's rein it in, boys.
Agreed, Dale.
Humble brag.
And it's not the first time he's done it. He always has to bring up, I was sitting on the beach of the Mediterranean. He fucking he Shmuel Buckman's that in all the time.
This life. And oh my God, watching this dumb cunt cry. Watching her cry. Haha, shout out Rich Osborne. Called this one a while ago. Jackie finally got tired of the browbeating she would take every show from the miserable redhead. Take a bow, Keanu. Yeah. And then.
Why is Keanu taking a bow? What's that? What's it got to do with anything? That's weird. Imagine thinking you get a win out of somebody leaving podcasting. As we said last week, it would be a loss for us if Gino left, if Kiki left, if Aaron left. Like, we get so much enjoyment out of this. I don't know why you're rooting for that. I don't know why you take this as a win.
Then you find out she's got some personal shit life that a lot of us called. A lot of us said, what are you doing? Why are you shitting on us? What? And the best part is, if this is true, they found out about her. Here we go. Let's say, I love to do this. Let's go. The friend of my enemy is my friend. You know it, Doodle. Fuck them all.
Now, we get criticized of, out of context and da-da-da. That's Gino trying to be funny. He does the opposite of what a saying is supposed to be. So we're not going to call him out for fucking up that saying. He was doing it on purpose. What's the order of my clips? I'm trying to... Yeah, it's all right. Here we go. He's going to... we all know Misery Loves Clips is just brilliant journalist that's never got basic things wrong before.
This is great. Watch this. Watch this. Okay, so what do you got here? Just over 2 weeks after Aaron Imholt leaked rumored information about Haley's co-host being a mud shark with multiple baby daddies. She now has left the show. Was Aaron a factor in breaking this up? Stay tuned, hacks. I'm going to give you 2 hours. I'm going to give you, watch this. We're going to watch this. I'm going to get my coffee. I'm going to get my tea. We're going to watch this. And trust me, so much to get to. But you do understand what breaks these people.
All right, so we explained it before, and she's right here, Haley. Haley's the mud shark, right? Aaron has been calling Haley the mud shark. She's got fucking 14 black babies that she's fucking reeling in every fucking day, all right? It's Haley that's the mud shark. So Misery Loves Clips didn't even get that basic little bit right. That no, Jackie left because she found out about Haley's 14 black kids. She can't associate with someone that has 14 black kids, right? That's why Jackie left, not because she's got the keep up. Come on.
What breaks these people, what has always fucking broken these people, is what happened with that piece of shit Sean when fucking somehow.
Oh, we're back to Sean. Yeah, remember what did you say? What breaks these people? What does break these people, Gino?
A picture of him, BYB, popped up on the internet. Not his license, not his address. The thing about comedians is people know who we are, what we look like, where we live, where they can find us.
Gino, nobody can be bothered walking up 6 flights of stairs to bother doing anything to you, man. It doesn't matter that anyone knows where you live. Unless they can get on an elevator, man, they're not going to bother.
And also, okay, his picture appeared. Where, pray tell, was his picture from?
Yeah.
His driver's license. Okay, so you blacked out. You redacted the relevant information. Okay, that comes off a little extorty, Gene. So you're acting like, oh wow, this is a random picture, like an FBI tail in The Godfather. No, you took a picture of his license. So if you wanted to release that shit, you could, and that was the implication of that. Idiot.
Yeah, it's what I said earlier. Like Gino was right. Thing is, Gino makes up a thing that we're arguing, and then when that's not the case, he goes, "I was right," and then nobody argued that. The argument was, why do you have a picture of this guy's license after you were shaking him down at a live event? It was the behavior. It was the, getting in the guy's face, dragging him off to security, and then you end up with a picture of his license. Everyone knows what his face looks like, and we all know his name is Sean. That's not the issue, Gino. It was never the issue. It was your tactics. It was you showed to be a shitty person that's afraid for anyone to hear your stand up because you'll never get booked again. That's what the real issue is here.
But these fucking faggots, like that cunt slob Haley, whoever this.
Oh, all right, so Gino hitting it hard, dropping the faggot, and then he's gonna drop the cunt, and that's their punchlines. That's comedy. The Gino.
Sounds edgy.
Yeah.
This fucking dippy cunt's name is these.
So he says that cunt slob Haley then brings Haley on screen and says whatever this dippy cunt's name is, Haley. That's who you were just talking about.
Fucking people, the second you fucking say, I know where you live, or I know who you are, or I know what you do, they're like, oh, I'm a victim. Welcome to the party, pal. Schizo's done. He's in the fucking wake. No one cares. J-Mo fucking got a little attention, like, look at me, but he wants.
J-Mo? No disrespect to J-Mo. I've invited him on the show. We're trying to, he can't do Sunday mornings. I'm trying to tee up an opportunity to get J-Mo on the show. Like the guy. J-Mo's in your head?
20-year veteran comic.
Jesus Christ. You imagine if he finds what we've been doing for the last fucking 8 months? It's going to be a hit out on me.
None of you people fucking matter. What matters is living your life. I love the people that came out to Content House and laughed with us. I love fucking the people that came down to see me and Kiki.
You mean the people that were all paid to be there because you scammed some fucking sponsors into paying for you all to have a fucking weekend together?
And the people that came down to see me and Keanu at fucking Sad Man Comedy Club this weekend. So much fun. So much fun. Living your...
Do these sound like the words of a man who's having fun? So much fun. It was so much fucking fun. Jesus. Plart Simpson, thank you for the $4.99. I loved In Hot Water when Berg was co-hosting it. It was very funny. Oh, hang on. Berg must have been steering that ship because Gino has proven himself as an unhinged regard. I've heard plenty of people when we first started covering Gino, there would be the odd, I guess, Gino fan in the comment section that would say, fucking, you haven't seen In Hot Water from 2019. That's the funniest shit ever. I was like, because I'm not watching In Hot Water of 2019. I'm watching Gino Bisconti in 2025, and he sucks. He's the fucking worst. So, yeah, I've heard people say with Aaron Berger it was a good show. I guess it was. Wasn't watching. Don't care. It's not what he's presenting now. And it says a lot. Open for Artie. Artie got him in the door. Artie's gone. Berg teamed up with him. People said that show was good. Berg's gone. Cumia started losing money. Cumia sold the company and made Gavin McGuinness for him. And then what, Gino? What did you make of all those friendships? All these fucking great comics that you teamed up with? What did you make of it? You're screaming at JMO and Schizo Sean. You're screaming into your laptop about it. Talk about failing up. Wait, did I get that right? Where are we at now? All right, so we all heard what he just said. We heard him refer to Jackie as the mud shark when we all know it's Haley. He pulled up a picture of Haley and said, whatever this cunt's name is, after he was screaming at Haley. All of that stuff. Well, Quad makes his first phone interruption to the show.
At fucking Sad Man Comedy Club this weekend. So much fun.
By the way, so this is a bit of an overlap from the previous clip. You can hear the phone vibrating as Quad's ringing. You can hear it vibrating on the desk.
Much fun. So much fun. Living your fucking life. I love the fact that I'm working on a new studio to do Gino's picks and some other shit. I love it. Let's take this call. This is great. Watch this. Hello?
So you're happy when people get doxxed now?
I would like a $5 super chat, and I didn't say that, but this is another thing that gets me about people like you. You would think a lot of you guys would be...
We just saw you hang up. Why are you still talking on the phone? We saw him hit the button and end the call. But yeah, keep talking on the phone.
Normal like us, because you look at your feeds and you're conservative, but you're all misinformation cunt liars. Thank you. I'll need at least $5 in super chats to answer anything else. Thank you, Quad. Later, bitch.
Oh, maybe he didn't hang up. Maybe he didn't hang up the first time. All right, so after Gino spent a couple of minutes spewing misinformation, he says we're all giving misinformation and we're all cunt liars, but he assumes we're normal people because we're conservatives. NJ, what's your political alignment?
I'm not a conservative, but hearing Gino complaining about misinformation when that's the plot to an average Gino stream is fucking wild. And also professional Gino. Why wouldn't you say, like, okay, you have on here Derek in the Pacific Northwest. Derek, you're on it. Like a little professionalism, right? Come on now.
Yep, I'm with you. So Quad calls back, and thank you, Quad. This might be even better. And Quad doesn't even get to talk this time, but it's an even better phone call.
Sean, not that we didn't know that. And you cry like a cunt. Suddenly it comes out that you have 5 baby daddies. Is it true? I don't know. I know she quit crying. So
again, he just said misinformation. That we're all misinformation. Straight back to the 5 baby dad. It wasn't even 5, Gino. Aaron said 3. All right. This number keeps expanding. All right. But we're the misinformation. Aaron's story was 3 baby daddies. Gino. All right. Fucking hell.
Suddenly, look, he's calling.
Uh-oh. What's going on here? What's going on here?
No loyalty to those two pieces of shit. Like, there's
What the fuck happened to his phone? You know what? So one time I may have not lost a bet and slammed my phone, and it caused this huge like LED break where the screen wasn't broken, but there was a white line down it. And luckily, I lied my way into getting a replacement because I had Apple Care and just said I dropped it down a flight of stairs. But that's besides the point. Anyway, those type of lines can only happen if you're rage slamming your phone down. And I count 1, 2, at least 3 of them on that phone.
Well, and Gino only does talk to text. He doesn't, he ain't got the thumbs for the game. You dominate Gino in a thumb war, I can tell you that. He talks to text all the time. So we've all seen him. Well, we're seeing him right now, how worked up he gets. Can you imagine him sending an angry text?
Yeah, no.
The dumbest thing you can do is take anything out on your phone. Don't take anything out on your phone.
Yeah, I've been good since then.
Very important in this day and age. Deadfall is back, and we got Robbie and Rochi having a conversation.
Yes.
Oh boy.
FMK Kiki Haley, pretty antisocial. Your cat.
Oh, man. And sorry, Kitty, this is going to hurt me more than you.
I think I lost my appetite, and I'm fat. Robbie FMK Kiki Haley, pretty antisocial. Your cat.
It's been doing that for Moody. It's been doing that for everyone lately. I've noticed a lot of people getting the double play. I know I only click play once. Sort it out, Moody. Sort it out. All right, so thanks for showing us your cracked up broken phone, Gino. What is that? Is that a razor or something? What's the?
It looks like it got shot and slammed.
What? I mean, it does kind of have the iPhone edges, but that don't look like an iPhone screen. What cheap piece of shit phone is this?
That's not.
No, that's an Android actually.
Well, there's a better shot at it. Experts in the chat.
Yeah,
what kind of fucking phone is this?
I think Rover, it should be a jitterbug. That's more his
jitterbug. Look at his face. Ugh.
Call him back. Watch this. Why don't you call Charlie? You're him now. There's a new Charlie. And here's the thing. This is how stupid they are.
Oh, please.
Yeah, I apologize, Tosca. This is how he's going to call back. He's going to call back.
And that's how stupid he is. Is that how stupid he is? That he's going to call, or is that how stupid you are that you're not going to just toss your phone away and get on with your show? I mean, who's the stupid one here?
He's calling back. He's calling back. Hey, who wants to see his number? Look at his number. Oh, now look, perfect. I covered the last 5 digits, but watch the Dabbleverse be like, hey, he doxed Quad.
Yeah, nice try, Gino. Again, just like Michael Ian, someone's going to clip this out of context. No. Gino didn't dox Quad. Gino showed that he's got a cheap phone that's broken. That's what he did. So thanks, Gino. We all appreciate it. It does help with the.
Have no loyalty to those two pieces of shit. Like there's no.
Flat broke.
Nope, afraid not, people. Afraid not, but that's what they'll do. Remember the time Ray, you're all Ray DeVito's. You're all.
Oh, so there's his other one.
I'm just glad I'm not the only one thinking this. Sorry to interrupt, but.
Well, you were until Black Eyed Sue came in. His bandana makes me want to order Italian food. Just want to let the listeners know, like Bart Simpson. Bart Simpson, that's a boomer that wants an audio feed. You don't want to fill him in on what's going on?
Oh, sorry.
Ray DeVito's.
Oh, sorry, that was the point I was going to make. Ray DeVito's been his beef for a while. So he yelled at Schizo Sean a bit, yelled at J-Mo. Now he's going to go back to Ray DeVito. What's Ray DeVito got to do with this, Gino? He told everyone that you said the N-word and got a fucking show shut down. Fucking get over it. We all know you say the N-word all the time. You probably did.
Absolute diarrhea. Don't start.
What was that? What was that? Let's go back. Gino, get a new Pixel. So you have call screening. Oh, damn, I've got the bloody. Can anyone else read that? Because I've got a tab.
So you don't get calls from, is it Mary or
Mary?
Mary, okay.
Right. So a Pixel, is it? Does Absolute Diarrhea solve that for us? All right, very good.
Don't start. Look at you, JW, on the thing. All right, so look, I'm going to change headbands.
So, of course, I immediately ended that recording.
Headbands, get myself in a different mental space.
Yeah, it's definitely going to get this thing on track. So at the moment, one of the pretty antisocial ladies has a lot of black babies and baby daddies. And Schizo Sean is a cunt. JMO's a cunt. And Ray DeVito's a cunt. This man is having fun.
It looks like it.
Remember fun? Fun is what you had at Content Hotel. Fun is what fucking Sean didn't have when he realized not even Carl liked him and he had to drink so much he passed out. Fun is what...
Who did you realize didn't like you at the Steel 2 anniversary show when you vomited all over yourself? Gino, who was responsible for that one? Thank you very much, Young Old Vibes, for the $4.99. If Kiki and Gino get a divorce, they will have to split their $5 net worth. How will they ever recover? Now, Kiki's got the bloody fireworks. She's the fireworks heiress, isn't she? She's like the candy bar heiress on Seinfeld. Gino attached himself to that. He wants that sweet, sweet fireworks money.
Curtis John and I had watching this gigger nets it.
All right, so he's been screaming. He's been screaming for 10, 12 minutes. His first laugh, this gigger nets it.
Awesome stuff.
You're a fucking child, Gino. You're an absolute fucking child. Oh, yeah, that's the end of that clip. That's right. So he's having fun. The content, he's got to keep going back to the Content Hotel, which, again, nobody ever told you he didn't have fun. They told you it was a bomb of an event that didn't sell tickets, didn't get the advertisers their money's worth. But look at the way his face is to start this clip. And then watch it fucking change really quick.
Sink into quicksand. Fun. Fun is what we all have. Okay? This dumb bitch appears to think that
escalated quickly. And it did it during the fun part of it, right? So let's get back to the smile. Where's he smiling? And there we go. We got a bit of smile on Gino's face. Watch it disappear.
Fun is what
every fun got progressively angrier. This man is having so much fun. So much fun.
We all have. Okay? This dumb bitch appears to think that fun is shitting on other people, lying about my wife, lying about Aaron.
You just called her a dumb bitch, Gino, which would suggest you're shitting on her. And you've lied about her multiple times in your rant. What's your point? This reminds me of our show, Get My Go. When we started doing that, the boys that we were targeting in that show, they were both very open about a drug addiction. And I've explained before that I stopped calling myself a drug addict because of idiots like them. They think it's some, they can announce, like you announce it and everyone's going to be proud of you and congratulations and da-da-da. And I was like, yeah, no, I don't want to be that douchebag. Like, I abused drugs in my 20s. You know what I mean? Like, I probably went too far, but I'm not going to go out for sympathy, get people to pat me on the back because I'm not a fucking drug user anymore. One of those guys, like, announced on the show that I was fucking selling meth out of my shed and fucking all of this shit. And so I put out a tweet and said, all right, so we're not allowed to make fun of you and your drug addiction, but this is all good. And he acts like I was offended by it. It's like, no. It's fucking holding you to your own standard. You can't tell us not to make fun of your drug addiction and then draw someone else's into the light and make fun of it. That's the point here. Nobody's told you what you can and can't do, Gino. You're telling us what we shouldn't be doing. You're telling us that we're shitting on people and we're not having a good life. And you're shitting on people, Gino. Literally, there's not been a single joke this whole time. We've at least had a little bit of a laugh here and there.
It's a little bit. No, it reminds me, this like persecution fetish reminds me of one Karmic X, where sometimes he'll be like, oh, you know, I gotta take a piss break. I hope that's okay with you in the audience. It's like, okay, you think that I'm out here like, oh, he better not take a piss. That really, just like he says that his big titty AI women are to stick it to the woke. It's like, oh yeah, me as a left wing guy, the number one thing that I hate are giant bouncing. I see tits and I go, It's like, no, gee, these are the scenarios that you make up in your own fucking head.
Black Eyed Sue, Dean, you must come in April. Oops, that reads naughty. I see what you did there. You did that on purpose. We all know that. But I know you're referring to Hackamania. And look, I'm putting strong thought into it because the date, Vegas, if the dates that Patrick has suggested do go ahead, Hackamania Saturday will be my birthday, the 11th of April. So strong consideration for Hackamania next year.
Just making fun of people is fun. It's always fun.
Yes, it's a lot of fun, Gino. It really is. You should watch yourself sometimes and make fun of it. It's a really good time. It's a great time.
It's fun. It's always fun until it's not. And your fat cunt co-host goes away crying because you got so caught up in being a piece of shit that you had to spread the shit to her. Look at her. Look at this cunt cry. Go.
And behind the
Obviously, I'll stop there. We don't need to fucking watch Haley cry again. Jesus Christ, Haley. Fucking control yourself, woman. I defended you in a clip. I'm not going to defend you in fucking person. I just titled this clip Wrecked, and you'll get the point.
She'll get her new co-host and keep wrecking you, dummy. This is like, let me explain what wrecking is. Wrecking.
Tracy fucking Hollywood. Yeah, go to Hackamania, save us doing birthday soups. No, I'll still do a birthday grift at Hackamania. Don't you fucking think you're getting away from that? You shitting me?
You raise enough, I might show up too.
Oh,
nice.
Well, Vegas is not far from here.
That's true.
All Gino does is cry. That's what's amazing. Like, he thinks because there's no water coming out of his eyes or moisture coming out of his eyes that he's not crying. Dude, this has just been quote unquote crying this entire fucking thing. Crying about Schizo Sean fucking showing up to film here. Crying because J-Mo exists. That one's really weird. I don't get that one. I know Chow and Mint Diggity and others piss people off with their relentless pushing of J-Mo, but I don't know what warrants that anger. But anyway.
Wrecking would be if I went to a comedy club and they're like, I don't know if you know this, but the PSAP girls shit on you. We can't hire you. Wrecking would be if any of my friends called me up and said, look, I was watching the Pretty Antisocial podcast and I can't be your friend anymore. Wrecking would be if we looked at anything they ever said and be like, oh my God, I can't believe fucking they're saying this about, and when people find out the truth and see the receipts, that'd be wrecking. Okay.
Or wrecking would be going live straight after you hear the news of a breakup and doing a victory lap, the angriest victory lap I've ever heard in my life, screaming at your computer. And then from what we hear, apparently having to edit 2 hours of it out because you done fucked up. That could be wrecking as well.
Also, I don't mean to be stuttering John here, but PSAP.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can't write this. You
Pretty
really
Social
can't.
Anti-podcast. Wait. Oh, I nearly came up with something really racist, but I couldn't find something for the A. Damn it.
I don't even want to talk about your L3 and L4. I'm not even going to say it. I could say something terrible about you in a wheelchair and use the word wrecking, but I won't. But you're gone now. You're gone. And this other guy.
So he held back from mocking him over his quadriplegism. Is that a word? It is now. You held back from that, but you blocked him in the chat. Yeah. Yeah, wrecked. Wrecked, Gino. Wrecked. Oh, we're building. We're nearly there. We're nearly there, folks. It's a marathon tonight. Oh no, that's right. Quad isn't fucking blocked from the chat. That's right. He comes back. People know Gino.
No one knows who you are. Hey, look, if that makes you feel good, watch yourself leave it up.
All right, so he's going to take a brief moment to take it in stride. And 1,000, 1,000.
Tell you knows who I am. People at the Jubilee TV network.
2 seconds. 2 seconds it took him to just take that in stride.
People at the Jubilee TV network. I'll be there this weekend.
Oh, the Jubilee TV. Didn't they just sign a deal with WWE to run pay-per-views? Oh, no, that was ESPN. Sorry, my bad. Sorry. I'm not familiar with the Jubilee TV.
Jubilee. Oh my God. This is going to be, I like this little teaser for, I don't know if it's going to air next week, but like a teaser for future Gino, because he's going to be on Jubilee as part of the like 20 Trump guys versus one non-Trump guy thing. It's going to be wild when Gino is the dumbest motherfucker out of 20 people. That's really going to have a,
when those 20 people are standing, they go, "What? Wait, you said Fauci, and then you said the Charlie Kirk shooter, and then you said immigration,
then you said N."
Yeah, yes, yeah. Chris Buell talking to Haley, but I liked it. Haley, you, Melton, and Moody were cry laughing so hard on TLP and having a blast. None of these people ever laugh or have fun. Exactly. Jubilee TV is sponsoring the Super Bowl halftime show in February. Well, I stand corrected.
Tell you knows who I am. Fucking another 100 or so people in fucking Florida. Fucking after we did that. Tell you who knows who I am. My brother, my niece.
Well, that plummeted quickly. That was... You went from Jubilee TV to the crowd you performed in front of to family. That's wild, dude. Don't go into a brag unless you're confident you've got at least 5 you can rattle off before it plummets. You're not good.
My nephew, these 30, 40 people, they know who I am. To quote the thing.
Wait, so he had 100 with his stand-up show. The 30, 40 people watching him now, his brother and his niece. We just about matched that with our live audience now. So we're doing just as many people know who we are as know who Gino is.
And that's not even getting into family.
Yeah, well, exactly.
I famously said about starfish, not Keanu's, which you can't find on the internet. That's called a segue.
Segue to what? What's that a segue to? Your hurt feelings?
A kid's walking along the beach. Kid's walking along the beach, and it's littered with starfish, and he's throwing them in the water one at a time. And some old man comes up to him and says, there are literally hundreds of thousands of starfish on this beach. You're never going to make a difference. And he takes one starfish, throws it in the water, and looks at the guy and says, made a difference to that one. I've been doing this since I got up here. I've been doing this since I got up to New York, and I do gigs, and I'm like, and maybe it was the wrong take for me. Maybe I should have fucking done this shit. Well, everyone should have done this shit in Nate Bargatze.
And he's off. He's off on a... He forgot what his point was. The point you were actually making, Gino, is when you call all of us nobodies, you understand that you're a nobody because you know you can only save one starfish, and that's the busted out, blown out one of your wife is the only starfish that you're throwing back in the ocean. So congratulations. Google Keanu C. Thompson nudes. See if that busted out asshole shows up. All right. We're just going the final 5. We're building to a crescendo.
No, she cannot. No, she cannot. So again,
he will correct himself, but Haley had more people watching her do a solo show on Wednesday, watching her live, Gino, than have attended your last, probably, I don't know, check me on the numbers here, Haley, but let's say he's being honest with 100 people. Your last 3 stand-up gigs, Haley had that many people watching her live solo, and they were donating money and everything. The people at your show, they showed up to a comedy night. They didn't buy tickets to see Gino Bisconti. They said, there's a comedy night on a Tuesday night at the local dive bar. Let's go watch it.
Also, Gene, have we determined whether you can fly solo or not?
Yeah.
Like, again, not to whatever jerk myself off about this, but Gino, there's more people watching Flimsy and I before the end of the roundabout 3-minute intro than your max is.
And more people should be watching NJ and Flimsy. One of my favorite shows, and not just because he's my buddy. It's a good show, but we'll plug
It's better
that
than
later.
Gino. It's better than Gino. That's what we can
Fucking way
ascertain.
better. Fucking way better than Gino.
Let me rephrase that. Yeah. And let me rephrase, I don't care if she can. She's like, we're going to reformat. We're going to keep having fun. What was fun for you? Shitting on people? Making
Yes, Gino, it's very fun.
up lies so you'd feel better about yourself? And here's a warning to
Gino, none of this makes me feel better about myself. This just makes me pity. Like, it really does. It doesn't make me feel good at all. I mean, other than all the laughs and the fun that we have and seeing these people in the chat having a good time, that makes me feel better.
about yourself. And here's a warning to the entire Dabbleverse, especially you, BYB, because I'm sure someday we could be friends again if you just get your head out of your ass.
There it is, folks. All of these dummies, desperate for friends. Desperate for friends. If I shit on someone to the level that he is, he's calling Quad a piece of shit. Fucking joking and laughing about his fucking broken neck and all that shit. If I shit on you like that, like with real anger, it's over, dude. You fucking pissed me off. There ain't no coming back around. That's what's so fake about these people. Oh yeah, we just say this stuff. Well, no, it shouldn't be that easy. Like, I've made a very clear decision. Gino Bisconti is someone I do not want to associate with in any way, shape, or form. There's no level of fixing it. I imagine for Quad, there's no level of fixing it. Sorry. After you're just calling him a piece of shit, if you want to fix friendships, you maybe don't go to the extreme.
There's a great quote, probably my favorite quote from the Iliad. Towards the end of the Iliad, when Achilles is back in the fight, he's chasing the #1 Trojan hero, Hector, around the walled ramparts of Troy. When he finally catches up to Hector, who's like a pretty boy, says something like, "Oh, Achilles, I promise that if I beat you in battle, I won't desecrate your body. Promise me that you'll do the same." And Achilles is like, literally, "Hector, stop. You insolent ... Stop. There can be no binding oaths between men and lions. Wolves and lambs will enjoy no meeting of the minds. Thus, you and I are destined to hate each other until the death." That's what the fuck the dynamic should be. Not immediately, hey, buddy, hey, let's smoke a cigar and say the N-word. Like, that's not how real man should act. But I digress.
NJ, I wouldn't be true to myself if I didn't say, you're so fucking pretentious, eh?
I'm gonna twist my mustache when that's what I studied. I gotta work.
You're the oldest fucking 29-year-old, 28-year-old I've ever fucking.
I'm secretly Shmuel Buckman. That's my secret.
I wish fucking Shmuel could be as eloquent as you. I feel like Kiki every time you start one of those, and I'm like, oh, I gotta try and keep up here.
fucking it never will end well. Do you understand? Wherever you run, it's yourself you'll face there. And eventually you look in the mirror and be like, after no one cares about you shitting on them, after no one cares, like, wow, I'm still.
No one cares. We're fucking 30 minutes into this rant. No one cares.
Still a fat cunt piece of shit. And I can't wait till.
Oh, that's very close to rat fuck, please, piece of shit. So cease and desist, Gino. Thank you again, Deadfall. Gino is going to argue with Gino, I think.
If you dip your toe in the river of inequity, some fucking starfish comes along and crawls onto your foot. Then his buddy starfish joins him, and another, until the next thing you know, you're covered in starfish. Then you topple over into the river and are swept away in your starfish coffin into oblivion. Know what I mean?
I love your work, Deadfall, but Gino has never made such a clear point in his life. You need to add some distractions into your Gino fucking. Wouldn't it be great if the AI picked up on that, and when you put in a Gino super tip, he just goes off on something you didn't type at all? That would be perfect. Then I'd be worried about how fucking dangerous AI is.
This one realizes it. Look at her. Look at her. Look at her. And do you understand all the shit she says about me, Keanu, Aaron? We're never on screen literally crying about it.
Check out what is it? Fucking what did I call it? Controlling co-hosts. Latest clip, AGC6 on United States of Australia channel. Two separate examples of Aaron Imholt crying on stream.
She's crying not about what we said, but about reality sinking in. You shouldn't. You shouldn't.
If someone put a comment in the chat right now and said, I have no idea what's going on, my reaction wouldn't be, you shouldn't. It would be, keep up. Like, that's how bad he is he's passionately ranted for 30 minutes and his audience, his fans, have no idea what's going on.
Zero insight gained.
No fucking clue.
You understand? Reality sunk in. And that cunt now has nothing. And she's literally like, all right, so I guess I have to shit on everyone without her, because I'll tell you something else. You get a lot of mileage. You get a lot of mileage, bitch, by going, well, you know what? It was Haley or whatever her name is. I really don't know their names. One is Haley, right? You think
you've said both of their names throughout this rant. Stop with this fucking bullshit. You're not above anyone, you retard.
Everyone else is doing this shit and you're just a part of it. You're just a shitty person. And it caught up with you and now you're crying like a cunt. And I love it. I love it. What don't you...
Wouldn't you love to see Gino, like someone resigns from their job and like Gino walks into the office, walks up to the CEO, goes, look it, because you're a piece of shit. You're a piece of shit. And they're gone. Reality's hitting you, isn't it? Reality's hitting you, you piece of shit.
You know that he had a co-host leave. Remember, like, of all people, this motherfucker should understand. But no, somehow that's different, and he handled it totally differently.
He literally had a tweet this week, Gino, dancing on Jimmy Kimmel's grave, or employment grave, saying you ran your fucking mouth too much, you didn't know when to shut up, and what was it? They dumped the dead weight, and I just simply quote tweeted it with, and you can hear Gino's thoughts on Compound Censored. Oh wait.
The only difference between this fucking slob whore twat and the cunt slob whore that is Kayla Rakeda is crying like that too. But they won't let her on. They won't let anyone see her. April, fucking that dumb cunt lying slob. Anyone that would lie about fucking being abused, that's sick. That's sick. You understand? And she's off somewhere being insane. And I love.
Nobody's heard from April in months. She's off being insane while you scream into a laptop about her being insane. This is what's the greatest about these dummies. Like, you don't hear the words coming out of your own mouth. Your whole punchline is slob cunt whore. Not a fucking joke to be found in any of this. Not an attempt at humor anywhere other than this giga nets it.
I love when people are like, I love when, yeah, you might be right. I hope you're right. I mean, love the avatar. That alone, I love. Looks like a bunch. Looks like family. If that's your family, Tolkien Studies, you're welcome here anytime. Anyone that uses their family as an avatar, they must love them and must live a normal fucking carefree life. And I love you for that.
There's every chance the most likely thing here with Jackie leaving Pretty Antisocial is because she loves her family and saw the doxing and went, all right, no, enough. I don't want to do this to my family. Gino thinks you love your family if you wander into a chat room and say, hey, everyone, here's my family. Robbie, do you need to go? I know we're gone long. You look very uncomfortable. You need to go?
Yeah, just my ear hurts. We can keep going. Yeah.
All right, all good.
Shout out Tolkien Studies. Okay. So if you don't get just how this shit fucking catches up with you,
remember this shit caught up with Haley because her friend stopped doing the podcast with her. Do you know that happened to you 5 years ago?
Yeah.
And your career went down the toilet. That's what you're saying here. This actually really hit you emotionally, and you've shown it over a 35-minute period of how much Aaron Berg hurt you. And I'm sorry, man. It's okay. It's okay.
yeah, I mean, watch this. I'll take your word for it because I know you're not talking about her internet career. And the sad thing is, like, if you have a great career, I don't know why you do that. Yeah, that's true.
So keep telling us how great a comic you are, Gino. You stream more than Haley does. If she's got a great career, why would she do it? Why would you stream 3-4 times a week if your comedy career is doing so good?
Great point. That's true. That's true. So,
Oh, you're fucking disgusting.
thank you, Tolkien. Glooman. So again, I guess I should stop there with that. But I mean, I can't help but take.
See, this is why I thought the stream was only 35 minutes. Because he said, I guess I should stop there with that.
Take a victory lap and point out this is what happens when you live like fucking giant pieces of shit. It's like I would hope the rest of the internet would take. Like I was talking about fucking I was doing the podcast yesterday. The show I do with Fred every Tuesday. That's what I'm talking about. We're over at the gorgeous fucking America First Warehouse Studios in Long Island. And
see, Gino thinks being in a studio means you're successful. He didn't mention the size of the show, didn't mention the size of the audience, anything like that. Just we're over in a studio, so you know it's good.
What a sentence. The America First Warehouse Studio in Long Island.
Yeah.
KB was clowning on him. It's got to be months ago. Right, or maybe a year ago, after the breakup of Compound, and Gino talking about that he's looking for a brick and mortar studio. He mentioned it earlier, and so I was calling him Brick and Morty. What the fuck, like Gino? And when you have a studio, first of all, ask Chrissy Mayer, your gal pal. I'm building a studio is one of the classic grifts in this industry. Ask your boy Chad Zumock, who you're on good terms now. Classic grift. And second of all, when you get in the studio, you could be at fucking David Geffen. And when you have zero content and when you are a shitty broadcaster, what the fuck happens then?
Mm-hmm. Moody, what fucking time is it, Moody? What are you doing up? Or are you fucking overseas again? Robbie checking the chat like he checks the fridge. Thank you, Moody. Whenever Moody's in our chat, he always gets a few zingers in on Robbie, and we appreciate it. Sorry, back to your point on KB. KB was getting mocked for. I'm falling in love with KB, by the way. I do understand why you guys love him. Just he puts everything behind the paywall. But all the stuff I see from KB, I do actually really. He's very, very funny. KB, like, burned down the house at Compound Media because Cumia said, it was actually Nagel said, yeah, we'll pay you $100 to fill in for Cumia on his afternoon show. And fucking Kevin Brennan said, go fuck yourself. $100. It'll cost me that much just to get into the city. Like Kevin said I can go to YouTube and make tons more than that. And look what Kevin did. He went and did exactly that. What did you do, Gino? You coasted. You coasted on Compound until Gavin had to tell you to grab your things. Time's up. It's over. And now what are you doing? You're on Rumble, screaming to 30 people.
Pork chops. Look at you taking a break from
Push-ups. Push-ups has been in our chat before.
From killing people in Palestine. I'm kidding. God bless you. Shout out, Saint Ranger. Eric Idle from Monty Python sent me a question about the.
All right, so he's off the rails. I just wanted to go to. So he's telling us about his ashtray, which is actually a cat food bowl. Hang on, and let's go to about here.
They love it, and then when it happens to them, well, they cry. They look like.
And that's it. That's if you go to Gino Visconti on Rumble right now. That's how the show ends. So it makes sense now when Haley says he cut out a bunch of stuff because he. What did Haley say? He was trying to dox them, but actually made them look fantastic.
Yeah, he was trying to shit on them and then realized that they had good, fulfilling careers, and it would not have hit as well.
Yeah. All right, Robbie, one more thing, because I just remembered this from... I grabbed this way earlier in the week, and I completely forgot about it. I was going to start this segment with it. So I want to start with this tweet first. Just because I don't want to be accused of out of context. So here we go. Not Gino. The latest classic In What Hot Water episode just dropped on Gino Visconti's Patreon, and it's worth the $10 level for this gold. All right. Gino quotes it and says, to quote Larry Bayer, remember fun? Use code AK75 for 75% off the first month. So remember fun? This comedy gold is worth the $10 alone. It's only a minute, Robbie. You want to see the comedy gold? Who wants to see the comedy gold that you will get if you're on there it is. If you go to the In Hot Water Patreon or the Gino Patreon, sorry. First of all, let's have a look at the difference.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you want to know what alcohol? You want to know what alcohol abuse does to you, folks?
Oh, no, is that Gino from like 20 years ago or something?
Well, I'm pretty sure this is post Aaron Berg, so it's post 2020, right? It's in the last 5 years.
No way.
All right,
Yikes.
Everyone ready? This is worth the $10 Patreon alone.
In on the show, Jeremy Gabriel. Ladies and gentlemen, why don't we get the story from T. Jeremy?
Bonjour! Maintenant, everybody, je suis petit Jeremy.
Now remember, folks, I didn't grab this minute and go, how much does this suck? And strip away all the context. They clipped it and said, this is hilarious.
Maintenant, everybody, je suis petit Jeremy.
Jeremy.
Oh, so that is Aaron Berg. All right.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Yeah.
And again, Aaron Berg is supposedly the likable and talented half of In Hot Water.
Yep.
And here he is doing a francophone retard character.
Oh, I thought he was trying to be a homeless Down syndrome person. Was
I get that interpret. I think that it's mainly that he's French and that he's mentally disabled. So really, this is like Carlin.
Imagine being so bad at an impersonation that you can't tell if it's what you thought it was.
And again, I don't know Aaron Berg at all. And yeah, barely familiar with what he looks like. But again, this is not about this whole segment. Whatever goes on around it, it might be magnificent. I don't know. But They clipped this minute and said, this is gold.
Jeremy.
Je suis retard.
That's I am retard.
Retard.
That's French for I am retard.
Bonjour. Bonjour. Gino.
Bonjour, Jeremy.
Je suis.
You are.
Je suis petit, Jeremy.
Yeah, I know. Jeremy, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Jeremy, sit down. Jeremy, sit. We talk.
Je suis retard.
Jeremy, I would like to thank you for taking time from your busy. Jeremy, focus. Jeremy.
Think of the irony of that. Gino telling someone to focus.
It's the funniest part of the minute.
Yeah.
Probably didn't even mean it.
That might be the comedy gold right there. Hang on. Here it is. This is the bit.
Jeremy, focus. Jeremy, from your busy schedule.
All right, I get it now. Gino telling someone to focus was the funny bit. Yeah, that's not selling in hot water with Aaron Berg to me. These people telling me that show was so great. What do you mean? I don't know why you'd clip that and say this will make you want to pay $10. I don't get it. I don't get it at all.
Also, $10, not $5.
Yeah, good point.
In fact, twice that. And this motherfucker, when after the Compound breakup, he was, and it's not like all the Kevin Brennan stuff at Compound that Fat Rock just deleted because he's a spiteful, stupid individual. Gino was talking about the In Hot Water archive like it's the fucking Library of Alexandria. There's a reason why they just let you take that shit and monetize it how you want. It's like, oh yeah, sure, great work if you can get it.
Crusher 17. Look, I know you're in love with Aaron Berg. Now Aaron is doing a French Canadian, so kind of accurate for some. Yeah, look, good joke. I like it. Don or D-O not N. Anyway, Kumi created this monster. Yeah, you've reminded me of something. Ghost of Cabby. All right? I know you watched the show, and I hope you enjoyed the segment. I appreciate you shouting me out in your first video, and your videos are amazing. But in your latest video, you mentioned how Milton keeps saying that Kumia owes us all an apology. If you've been listening to our show, Cabby, you know I've been on that for fucking months. I was on that well before Milton. I've been screaming about how Kumia lost money for 2 years to pay this moron. So I love you, Ghost of Cabby. Love your work. And reach out to me on Twitter, by the way, at that saucy guy. I just meant I was going to put an S with the ocean. But how dare you? I've been all over that. But yes, everyone is correct. Ewa says it. Kumio owes us all an apology. Lucena says it. He does. And also, is Compound Boss like the boss? That's an ironic name, right? Kumio wasn't the boss of anyone. Like, I was watching, my algorithm suggested a Red Bar video from 2017, just after the 11 weeks he spent on Compound Media. It was a joke back then that Kumia wasn't the boss. You know, like, it amuses me when everyone's like, oh, the boss is here. I was like, the boss of what? Like, he wanted nothing to do with being in charge of anyone.
He wanted all of the, it's charitable to interpret it as like as a joke. I think that he likes being called the boss. I think it's hilarious when fucking Shuli and them, everybody except for Fat Zenhauser has never actually worked. Like, I guess Shuli and Bob did one show on Anthony's show there, but they're not O&A guys, whatever. So in fact, quite the opposite. They're Howard Stern guys. Anthony wanted to be the boss, but in terms of tactical day-to-day stuff, he's going to farm it out to this fat slob moron, E-Rock, and a former cop. Great business sense.
Yeah. Cash, I love you too. He says, I love you, Dean, but I like how you put @Dean, as if that's a fucking my username on YouTube. But anyway, but I've been doing videos of hypocrisy Aaron for over a year, so take that. Yes, but see, now you're doing a Gino. Not what I was arguing. A streamer making popular videos did not give me credit for coming up with that. Is all I'm saying. And yeah, anyway. NJ, tell us about NJR Live. Tell everyone where they can find it. More people should be watching it. It's a fucking banger. Flimsy's great. In fact, I want you to get Flimsy on this show sometime. While I got you here, put you on the spot on the air so you can't say no. But yes, let us know.
Yeah, NJR Live, I think that we're back to Wednesday night this week at 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific on my channel, which is at NJ Ranger 201, all one word. Yeah, we're gonna this week we plan on getting through our backlog of stuff because we still have a lot of crap to cover. There's a great Doom clip of Anthony crapping all over KB in general, but specifically talking about Atlantic City earlier this year. And meanwhile, we saw the dump that they went up to. Again, whatever you say about the Borgata, unlike the Villa Roma, it was built in this century. So that's a little bit of a difference. And also, I'd like to shout out Echo Pineapple is looking to get to 1,000 subs.
Not before us. Not before us. We're 58 away. We're 58 away. How dare you?
Okay, and the race to you guys as well. Yes.
How dare you? You know what? Fucking see ya. Lou saying this, calm yourself, Dean. Don't make us get Aaron to put you in your place. All right. I'll calm down. I don't need that smoke again. Holy shit. Shades Cal, thank you for the $2. NJR, love you, mean it. Thank you, Shades Cal. You didn't say love you to me.
Whenever
so
I try to do that thing with my heart, it just looks like two giant fleshy hands. I can never get it right.
Because they are two giant fleshy hands.
Well, yeah, there is that.
Robbie only knows he's finished eating the sausage when he finger hurts. So your plugs, Robbie.
You can find us at Official USA Pod on X. You can find me at Mariner Robbie. Oh, sorry. I thought he was typing out something else. You can find us.
No, he's not. He's not doing the N word. He's doing.
Yeah, I was getting worried for a second. I didn't know if I needed to break it up with like a Z or something. You can find me at Mariner Robbie on X with lots of big dumper talk and self-loathing about my beavers.
Very good.
They could have named that university any other fucking name, but no.
You needed to have a reason to like Beaver, Robbie, and they gave you one, so it's all good. Yeah, again, the clips, AGC 6, check it out. A lot of people have commented it's my best one so far. Yeah, I think those clips pieced together nicely. Don't anyone ever tell Aaron to use pronouns, all right? The fact that Aaron... proper nouns. The fact that Aaron uses pronouns.
I don't think there's any chance.
No. I had to turf a couple of clips because he was saying Haley and Jackie too much. But for the most part, he says she, he, and it's great to be able to put those videos together. So don't let him clue onto that. But check out the clips. Give him a fucking like. Give him a comment. It will be very good. Very good if we could spread those around. I want them to annoy Aaron. I want to hear him spurg out about it.
Oasis was great, by the way. So
yeah, I like it.
It's great.
Oh, Cash. Fucking at the buzzer.
I like Margaret Thatcher, too. So Dean will hate me for that one. Or not Dean, Husey, sorry. Go on.
I'm accepting this as an apology for your bad take before, Cash. Thank you for the 1999 with a bit of fucking peace. Oh, my finger's disappearing. Don't want to upset shit show. There we go. Thank you so much, Cash. You've been very supportive of the channel, and we appreciate it. You're a good egg. You're all good eggs. I love yous all. Hit like, hit subscribe, and spread the word. On X, I'm at that sussy guy. Spread it. On X, I'm at that sussy guy. Just imagine that Aussie guy and put an S where the A should be. We'll catch you next time on United States of Australia.
Have no loyalty to those two pieces of shit. Like, there's no loyalty among all the fake people. Everyone in the chat, they're all fucking losers that fucking live vicariously through this shit. They have no fucking lives. Just broke up with your opinion. It's a friend of telling you, shut the fuck up and talk about things you know about, but don't lower yourself to the level of this bunch of fair. No, you're not allowed to say to me, let's say you were stolen materialistic piece of shit